Man, I still have music on. Let me get this on the watch page. I hope you guys can hear me. Fingers crossed. I lied. My fingers been crossed. Okay, I think this works. This is so weird. Man, might be the only person whose like production value goes down over time. I'm a mess. Oh my god. I'm a mess. Oh well. Well, someone just thumbs it down, so I know someone's watching. Someone's checking for me that much. Thank you. You're a fan. Even if you don't admit it to yourself, you're kind of a fan. I mean, you run in here just to thumbs it down. Thanks, though. Ugh. I don't, like, how does my production value get worse over time? I'm like the worst YouTuber ever. I always have been though, but I've always never given a shit. I don't know. I just don't care enough to like. I got a life. I got other shit to do. I can't be fucking. Ugh. I know 8,000 thumbs down. I know. I know. You don't even have to do it. I already know. And yeah, I'm talking to you guys. You're not talking to me. You know who you are. Oh hey Jamie, what's up? Yeah, I don't know if I still if like I'm gonna have the side chat still up on. I don't know, like if I can actually get that without my sound turning into like crap. I will. I'd have to figure that out. Thank you for saying hi. How are you doing? Um. Oh, any better? Oh shit! I swear to God, if this is this better? Oh God, I hope you can hear me. Let me try. Let me see what's up here. Okay, well that's set up. Any better? Maybe I should just project. Maybe I just have to hold this. I'm just gonna be like the worst YouTuber ever. Better? Okay. Thank you. Yeah, how you doing, Jamie? I hope you got a chance to see the Imposter because it was taken down by the man. We're gonna have to figure out a new system because Periscope is like shit now. Like it's all the worst parts of being lawless with all the worst parts of being lawful, you know? Like it has all this crazy illegal shit happening on the app. Um that is like really fucking immoral kind of shit, like really fucked up shit happening that people are live streaming, but then also we can't even use it to do cool stuff. Like, yeah, okay, sweet. I'm glad you got to see it. I'm so pissed. Like, I don't know why it got taken down, but like now they won't let me like use the encoder anymore. And I'm like, bitch. Like, okay, so they have this like shitty, like scammy, like super hearts thing that they're doing, which I don't think they're ever gonna pay out on. So like, I think it's all just bullshit. Um, but then also they're actually not. They're also regulating stuff too. So what good are you? You know, like fuck Periscope. What good are you? I don't know. But yeah, I'm glad you liked it. I'm glad you saw it. I mean, like, I don't know. Am I the only one who like watches a bunch of documentaries about liars? I know, right? Why would they let me play it? I don't know if like people reported it, like went out of their way to report it, or if like it was some if like the distribution company had a deal with whoever owns or Twitter, who owns Periscope, who owns Twitter. feel like I know. It's not like Viacom, is it? Shit. Let me check this out. Because like there's gotta be something to this. Because it didn't like this didn't happen with Taha Blonde. So I don't understand. But there's something to this. Like there's always like a reason to this kind of shit. Like they only regulate when it's in their interest to regulate, especially with all this stuff. I know, right? Like they took all of it, like all of my options. I can't do anything now. Like, and there's no way to like dispute it. There's no like, fuck. Even YouTube, when I started doing these, even YouTube was like, oh, okay, you played like half of a verse of a Kanye song, so we're gonna take your audio, but you can switch out the audio, and then it'll be fine. So that was actually, I think it was the first hangout I did on this channel. This one, not the first one that I tried. I'm the worst YouTuber. Ugh, I'm a mess always. Hey Holly, thanks for being here. Yeah, it took me a minute. It's been a long day. I've been like running around like crazy. Mm. What are you gonna do? But yeah, what am I doing? Oh yeah, like 1 second. So who owns Twitter? Am I the only one who like Googles this kind of shit? Like I don't know. Oh, thank you, Holly. I hope. I don't know. I got like a. I don't know. I think I'm like. I don't know if I'm like allergic to sunlight or something, but like I just get like a blast of it, and I'm like. So thank you. I'm glad you think I look pretty. That's so nice. You guys, I love you. Okay, let's see. Who owns Twitter? Steve Ballmer. Microsoft. Microsoft CEO. Mm-mm. Bastards. The man is trying to bring us down. Yeah, I hate that message. I know, right? Ah, you know the glibness, the like, the pure like he doesn't give a shit. Like he spends all this time trying to make people fucking like sympathize with him, and he doesn't give a shit. Like at the end, he's just like, you know what? Fuck everyone else. I'm getting mine. I don't give a fuck. Like, what the fuck? What? And I think that's like the real kind of like psychopathy kind of thing. Sorry. You're trying to give people options and different fun things to watch and discuss, but no, but they give you a hard time. But I know, and there are people who are like actually having sex on Periscope who live stream it. There are people abusing children on Periscope who live stream. There's disgusting stuff. Like there's really upsetting shit on that app. It's really bad. Like I don't venture very far into Periscope for that reason. But like actually using it to do something cool. Oh no no no, we got to shut that down. It's bullshit. Of course, it's all about the money. It's crap. It sucks. But yeah, I don't know. Like I feel like I don't know. Maybe there's a common thread in these two like documentaries, like unapologetic liars who really don't give a shit about other people, and like it's clearly reflected in their actions. Like yeah, really upsetting stuff. Yeah, people always ruin everything. I know, Holly. Fuck people. I hate people. They're the worst. People are the worst. I'm not even joking. Ugh. Fucking people. It's shit. But like, I don't know, like now that I'm thinking about it, it's like the imposter and Tall Hot Blonde, they both have like similar kind of personality types at the center of them. And it's like at the core there's this like apathy, this lack of care for other people. And I think that in a way it's sort of like I don't know, it's like endemic to the internet in a way. I think that we like bump up against these kinds of personalities without even realizing it. Or like realizing the extent that they can go to in their craziness and like how malicious and malignant they can be. So is he in prison? He was. No, now You're not gonna believe it, Holly. He's married with 3 daughters. Yeah, he's married with 3 daughters. Someone married that guy and had 3 kids with him, but he was in prison. And he cared so much that from prison, he was calling other families with missing children and pretending to have information about their kids. It's so fucked up. Yeah, they all want love. They are so empty inside and take. Yeah, Jamie. I mean, that's the really fucked up thing. Like, it's like you almost feel like pity, but then they don't give a shit about other people. Like, I mean, just the fact that that guy was in prison, like learning the fucking Billie Jean routine. Like, the fuck? He like accused that family of murder. He put them through the worst kind of like pain. I don't know. It's fucked up. It's so fucked up. But I know. I know. I I can't. Oh shit. I can't believe this happened. This is like the power of this is like every time this kind of stuff gets me down, I look at the poster and I'm like, you know what? The internet is kind of awesome. Like, say what you will, the internet kind of rocks. I have a Lord of the Dance poster. Yeah. Oh, 6 years in prison and did the same thing again. He learned nothing from the hurt that he caused people. He's an asshat. Yeah, and that wasn't even the first time he'd done it. He'd done it like fucking dozens of times before. It's crazy. Oh, I have seen the movie, but it's pretty good. It's a prison documentary about he's tapping for you. I know, right? Or I gotta put this down to do it properly. Are you ready? Oh shit! Don't fall over. Oh shit! Do not fall over. Hope you can still hear me. It's amazing. It's amazing, isn't it? I can like again, this kind of stuff can get you down, or you can cultivate gratitude for the amazing things. There are amazing. Yeah, the Imposter was made into a movie. Yeah. Oh, like a oh shit. Oh, like not a documentary, like a movie, like a scripted. I haven't. What's it called? Oh my god, that's wild. I know, right, Jimmy? But wow. Yeah, no. Oh my god. So it's like the Jinx because there was a movie about that, right? Like with movie stars or whatever in it. Actors, real actors, and like then they did the documentary series on it. Sweet. I know, right? Isn't it great? It's like he's coming out of the plants. Yeah, that's amazing. I gotta find this. Oh man, like see, like there was I was just thinking like, oh, I know the perfect like documentary to round up this sort of like super depressing like too, and like to make it like a liar trio, but not super depressing, but like it's I don't know, it's like a little known document. Like I don't know, but I don't know how we're gonna do it now because fucking Periscope is bullshit. Was it? See, they're taking all our true stories. They took our gerbs and now they're taking our true stories. That's wild. Let's see. I'm sure there's like a Wikipedia page for this. Let's see. Hmm. Yeah, French confidence trickster, blah, blah. sorry, one sec. Creepier than catfish and as cinematic as Man on Wire. I would agree. Unnerving story that can be told. Strong contender for Doc of the Year. I agree. Oh, sorry. You might usually mental hot one. Oh, sweet. Is there somewhere else you can load it on? I don't know. Like, I'm trying to figure out, like, I don't know what we're gonna do. Like, AJ, hey, what's up? How you doing? Yeah, sorry, I've been nerding out over here. Um, yeah, no, but let's see. Mojo, Anti-Martin's website, blah. Chasing Ice and The Imposter. Oh, but that's People's Choice and Filmmakers Awarded Hot Dogs. Shit. I don't know, but I gotta find it. I'm good. How are you? Anyone want a link? Anyone want to come on? I feel so lonely. I'm so used to people coming on now that now I'm like, oh, it's just me. I feel weird. Yeah, how's it going? But wow, I didn't know they made Tall Hot Blonde. Though I'm not surprised. I mean, it is such a crazy story, but like crazier than Catfish. I mean, I have to say. Yeah, I'm pretty good. Doing okay. Yeah, me too, AJ. I went to acupuncture. It was good. That place rocks. Like, I don't know if they're just a Portland thing, but it's called like working class acupuncture, and like, it's pretty cool. Like, it's like socialist acupuncture because it's a nonprofit and stuff. Yeah, long. Yeah, for real. Oh, right, the lifetime of no, I know. Yeah, Becky mentioned that I think in one of my comments. I'm so bad at comments. Answering YouTube comments. Sorry, I'm the worst fucking YouTuber. I'm so bad at this. Sorry, guys. Um, but yeah, no. Yeah, there's a Lifetime. That I totally forgot about that. Yeah, with Courtney Cox or something, right? Yeah, yeah, super hot. I don't know. I'm just thinking of like, it's kind of funny how this acupuncture place has like a Soviet thing, like socialist. I mean, I guess Marxist, not so much Soviet. I don't. If you're like a literature kind of Marx and Engels. How did I get off on this? Oh yeah, sorry. Um, yeah, I don't know if they're like a throughout the nation or just in Portland, but working class acupuncture. It's super cool. They're like acupuncture on a sliding scale. Like you can get acupuncture for 15 bucks. It's pretty fucking cool. Try it. No, I haven't. Like I've heard about it though. Isn't it supposed to like suck out any grossies, for lack of a better term? I'm sure there's a better term. Impurities, toxins. Feels really weird being up here with myself again. Yeah, sweet. I'm in a bad way, but how did you not realize I want to leave so bad that your son comes back with the wrong colored eyes and hair and with an accent? I know, right? Like with a French accent. Yeah, that'd be cool. Like, yeah, I would totally try it. I love that kind of stuff. But like, yeah, like, but I don't like eye color can change. I mean, not like super crazy, not like to the point where it's completely different, but like, I mean, with age it can, right? Like, oh, thanks, Jamie. I'm doing good. It's so weird. Like, I used to do this all the time. It like wasn't even a thing. Now I'm like, oh, I feel awkward now. Maybe it's just because I'm on camera now. I don't know. It's weird. I feel very strange. But yeah, I would totally try that. And thank you for the encouragement, you guys. But like, yeah, like, but no, I thought that ear thing that they said was like super fascinating. Like the fact that you can identify people based on their ears. And I didn't realize that's how that they like caught the guy who shot MLK. It's fascinating. It's fascinating. You never know when this kind of stuff is gonna come in handy, you know? I don't know. It's interesting to me. I have to say though, I do think that that guy who died, I do think that he killed the kid though. Blue to brown now. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, Jamie says from blue to brown, no, but that's wanting and hoping so badly for a miracle. I know, right? It's so sad. Like if you want to believe, like anything can be like evidence. It's so weird. It's so bad. Watch there, maybe. Yeah, I mean, unfortunately, Periscope took it down because I guess they do that now. So I wish I wish that it was still up. We have to figure something out. I mean, if nothing else, we'll do it like super fucking underground, anarchist, uh, movie club where I send you guys the fucking file. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. These people are all trying to rip us all off. So fuck them. That's what I say. You could have for sure. Yeah. Yeah, it sucks. It's shit. I don't know what happened. Like, I don't know why they suddenly decided to be like, oh, nope, nope, can't do it. Mm-mm. Sorry, Felicia. Buzzkill. The man. I never trusted the man. I gotta say. Yeah, but I mean, it sucks. I'll figure something out. I don't know. Like, we might have to just do like an email list and then yeah, fuck the man for real. Well, others could do it, but you can't. Not fair. I know. It's shit. Like, how can I get popped? Like Perry Movie Palace does this every fucking week, like a few times a week. There isn't an imposter movie. Oh, okay. Also has actors review. Oh, yeah. Well, like one of the actors is actually the guy who did all the shit. Like it's him like reenacting all the roles because he would take on roles in his mind. He would be like, okay, like I'm the guy sitting next to the kid saying like, oh, maybe this is him. You know? I know, right? It's wild. Wait, which part's crazy? It's all crazy. But yeah, I agree, AJ. It's crazy. I know it's bullshit. I don't know. Like, you know what? If we have to do the email list thing, I'll fucking do it. I don't give a fuck. I do not care. They will not rule. Like, I am resolute now. We're gonna make this happen. I don't give a fuck. And it's going to be convenient, and you're not all going to have to go find the fucking thing every time. You're not gonna have to like run around the whole internet trying to find where you can watch the fucking bullshit, whatever. We'll figure it out. What? Did you share my what now? My hangout? I think so. You know what? I might not have. um, social get. Yeah, it's crap. Oh, maybe I think I did, but in case I didn't, let me. I'll just do it again. What the hell, right? I'll do what I want. Shit. Yeah, I should. Thank you. Thank you, AJ. That would kind of explain why I'm gonna make it happen. It's gonna happen for real, Jamie. I'm gonna do it. Everyone, hang out now. Smoke signals. Did I not make myself clear? Oh, thank you, Holly. Thanks for sharing. Like, share, and subscribe. Yeah, thanks, guys. But yeah, no, I don't give a fuck. Like, they're not ruining this. I'm not gonna let them. I promise. Yeah, thanks, guys. By the way, for sharing it. Um, but yeah, like, you know, Oh, hey, Emrod, what's up? You want to come on? Let me know. Hey, Jill. Yeah, for real. It is smoke signals, pretty much. Yeah, if anyone wants the link, like, let me know. I can make that happen too. What up? So, yeah. Does or Perry Movie Palace just play those old movies? I think so. But I mean, it's not like they're not subject to copyright. In fact, they're subject to like the most copyright. So I don't know. Like, I don't know how they get away with it. I mean, but they've played like Hitchcock films. Like they've played like I mean, we're not just saying like old like pre-regulation or like pre what's it even called that before all the cool shit got outlawed. Like I don't even know. Oh, hey Leanne, what's up? Thanks for coming in. I guess I didn't share it. I don't know, or maybe it didn't. I don't know. Everything's fucking me up lately. I don't understand. um yeah, what's up you guys? Hey Bess, what's up? We're talking about the imposter and how Periscope is refusing to let me be great. Yeah, they took away my Periscope producer stuff, so I'm like, fuck. Like, I don't know. Apparently, the imposter was too much. Like, a random ass documentary from 2012. But Taha Blonde was fine. But I'm so over Periscope. Like, I don't know what they're doing. But thank you for being here. Like, share, subscribe. Yeah, you want to come on? Emerald? Eh? Maybe Vimeo? Yeah, maybe? I hope. Okay, I'll take a look. Man, we're gonna have to go underground. Like, mad underground. Yeah. Yeah, so maybe Scope figures what the hell, the movie's old, Hitchcock law. I know, it's like fucking I mean like fucking Citizen Kane and shit. Like all this other shit, which isn't Hitchcock. It's the other guy. Orson Welles. Is that it? I don't know. I mess up names and I know that it's like I know who I'm talking about, but sometimes I get the name of it wrong. It's awesome, the imposter. Thanks. I'm glad you got to see it, Emrod, because Periscope took it down. So I'm glad you got to see it while it was there. I know it makes no sense. Like it's bullshit, Jamie. Thank you. Like don't get back in the drama. Don't do it. Said by don't do it. Well, I don't know. I mean, there is some drama happening. Um, all the drama happens on Periscope. Oh, the devil is among us. Yeah, did you see Michelle's crazy like scope? Like, I mean, not that she was crazy, but just the stuff she was describing was crazy. I just want to clarify. I'm not saying that what she was doing was crazy, but what she was just what happened to her is crazy. But yeah, apparently all the fucking well, I mean, well, that's not true. I mean, all this stuff. There's enough crazy to go around. That's what it is. Oh, hmm? Use the holy water. Right. You're right. Well, you have to apparently. I didn't see it. What happened? Oh, yeah, I only caught the tail end. In fact, I'll probably have to go back and like rewatch it. But yeah, like apparently someone's been trolling Michelle and her cat. I'm not sure, but it sounds pretty crazy. Um, but yeah, the devil, the devil. Diane found out who was trolling. Oh, you like yeah? Isn't that great, Leanne? It's like every time I get down, I just glance over and I'm like, you know what? If nothing else, things are pretty okay. If nothing else works out, totally worth it. Yeah, that's what happened with Scope Collage Reviews. Right. Oh, hey, Jalen, what's up? Baby J. Who's trolling the jail? Yeah, they didn't say, but apparently we're going to find out in a couple days. Oh, still Imrod? Oh my god. Okay. Well, apparently I have to get this really close. Does this help? I don't like too crazy. Yeah, yeah, pest. It can get pretty, goes to 11 sometimes. What are you gonna do though, right? Yeah, they won't. Well, we don't know who was trolling, but that's what we're gonna find out. Apparently, Diane's gonna have a hangout in a couple days. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. It wasn't he crazy? The dude in the imposter was a crazy ass. I know, right? Like he didn't give a fuck. He was just like, oh nope, they must have killed him. But I do think that yeah, better. Okay, I just have to be like, right, all up in this. Okay. All right. Thanks, guys. I don't know. Like, I don't know if he still does them. Like, if he still travels and does Lord of the Dance. I don't know. Like, I think it'd be hard on his knees. Like, step dancing, right? Yeah, still. I gotcha. You say that, or we are left with a cliffhanger. Yeah, pretty much. It's a cliffhanger. Oh, shit. What? Oh, it's like the drink stuff and the plant stuff. Or he was lucky as fuck. No, he had done that dozens of times, Emrod. Dozens of times. So crazy. I know, crazy heat. Everyone has heat. Everyone has the crazy heat. I don't know. It's wild. To be continued. I know, it's so dramatic, right? Wild. Let's see. But yeah. Oh, Jalen, do you want to come on? Does anyone want to come on? Again, I feel kind of like all on my lonesome here. AJ, Jamie, Emra, Pest, Holly, eh, Can I entice you? Oh, yeah. Pest says my therapist sister is coming Friday. Perfect. Perfect. You know what? We have a lot of people in the mental health field in this community. And that to me, I find very comforting. I really do. Because, yeah, they DM me stuff and it's encouraging. I mean, not like weird stuff, but like good stuff that's like useful. It's really nice. I appreciate all you guys. Like, thank you. You guys know who you are. Appreciate it very much. You must be. Yeah, be awesome. Yeah, do you get along with your sister? Should we talk about it, Pest? Tell us about your relationship with your sister. Get the stuff over with stuff. Yeah, yeah, AJ. Soon it's my turn for the headphones, so I'm sure it'll come over. Oh, okay, sweet. Nice. You sharing headphones? It happens. I can relate. You laugh, Pest, but a little bit serious. Oh, thank you, Jill, by the way. She's loving my background. Thank you. Isn't it fantastic? So kind of does concerts and there's a short film where he's wearing clown makeup. What? I'll do it again. I'll do it again for Jill or anyone. Cause I'll dab all day long, let me tell you. Kinda. Kinda. See, you didn't miss anything. Wait, he does a short film where he's wearing clown makeup. I'm not sure how I feel about that. What? That should be our next documentary hangout film. Dabbing on those hits. Mm-hmm. And what? What you know about that? I know, right? Let's see. But that should be our next. Ah, thank you, AJ. Yeah, old school. Yeah, we get into like segues about MTV. Like I know we had one about liquid television, which is still awesome. Yeah, we could watch and adapt. Ooh, yeah. Thanks, James. I don't know if you guys can hear that music or not because I guess I don't know. New DVD effects? Nah, I ain't paying. No. You know what? If I have to, I'll take the hit. I'll get it. Do we really want to do that? I was joking, but I'm kind of not joking. Like, that would be sort of amazing. Terrifying, but amazing. And I'm okay with that. I know what to talk about. Me neither. Jelly. Anything can happen live. Anything can happen live. We could end up talking about anything. That's kind of that's why people and like it changes so much with what everyone else talks about. Like that's why it's the viewer's choices. It's a conversation. Still waiting for Halloween to see John Fay and trying to get arrested. It'll happen, Jamie. I'm. I will do it if you want. I will do it. Hmm. I will just go balls to the wall. I don't give a fuck. Y'all don't know. That or YouTube videos of it. Sad I'm older than MTV. Well, I mean, isn't MTV kind of over at this point anyway? So you outlasted MTV. That's like shit. And I'm not surprised, AJ. You're fucking badass. So it's like, well, of course you would. Let's see. But okay, if it's too hilarious, I know, isn't it? Lord of the Dance. You don't know the story of the Lord of the Dance poster? Oh my god. Okay. So, Pest. You know Tanya, right? Like, I'm gonna wait till he responds because it is integral that he knows about Tanya. If he doesn't know, I'm gonna tell him. It's amazing, isn't it? Like, it's hilarious. Not getting arrested for the rest of it. I'll try. I mean, I can't promise anything. I can't promise I'll get arrested. But, you know, I'll try. I'm waiting on Pest's response because, like, you know Tanya, right? Please tell me you know Tanya. Kinda, she's pretty low. Well, she used to not be so low key, if that's what you're saying. But okay, so here's the thing. Okay, so you know Tanya. Okay, this exact poster was always behind Tanya. It like when she lived in Massachusetts and she would go on rants about stuff, she would always have this like nasty at this like snarky attitude. She was always talking down to people. She was always condescending. And right behind her head would be this poster. And like I don't like I know people have like mentioned it since then. So I'm not the only one who felt this way. I would just sit and watch her periscopes or like her YouTube videos and just fucking laugh because like I couldn't take her seriously because this fucking poster was right behind her. So she would be like dead serious talking about like all of her struggles and all this bullshit and then right behind her was Lord of the Dance dabbing. I mean like should I look at he has a bedazzled cummerbund. Cummerbund. Is it? I don't know. How like how can you stay angry? Like let me how can you stay angry? Look at this. Look at this. And I would just like I would just laugh. I would watch and laugh and watch and laugh and like it gave so much value to her content, the juxtaposition of this ridiculous poster and the things that she was saying. And I would just, it was the best thing ever. It was the best thing. It was always behind her. Even when she would change angles, somehow the poster would still be right behind her head. Well, she knows him as in she is a fan of his. Lord of the Dance was chilling in the back. Like, this is great. Thank you, AJ. Let me repeat that. AJ says the struggle was real while the Lord of the Dance was chilling in the back. Like, this is cray. Like, look at him. He's tanned. He's oiled. He's dabbing. Like, what more is there to say? What could possibly be wrong? Yeah, we're probably our museums are an island or whatever. Probably Holly. His outfits and stuff are like, yeah, in like fucking, I don't know what would, I don't even know what the, I'm like, oh, what is that place where everything is? It's like, I cannot even remember. Shit. I totally had a brain fart. And Rod says, send me a link. I will. The poster followed her. It did! His eyes were rolling that time. Yes, yes. Oh my god, it was amazing. Yeah, and like, strangely enough, Tanya's aunt watches our hangouts, Eileen, and she was there when they got the original poster. And she never had a chance to hang it up because like her husband didn't want to look at it. So like it had just been sitting around and he's like, you know, like shit. I mean, I guess I don't blame him, but like, you know, their loss is my gain. So the fact that this turned into a whole thing and they sent it to me. Well, the double. But yeah, I will send you the link, Rod. Give me 1 second. He's like a gilded statue, the Lord must dance. I know, right, AJ? It's fantastic. I love it. Yes. Okay, I got this. I know, right? The jump pants are the best, right? It's amazing. I love it. It's like the best. You can't outdo the Lord of the Dance. Oh, here you go. 1 second. Okay, let me get my headphones. Sorry, what? Yeah, they sent it to me. Yeah, Eileen did. Like, it was because Teresa is Tanya's mother and Eileen is Teresa's sister. And they went to the concert. It's actually signed. Like, they went to the concert and they both got a poster. And, sweet. And so, yeah, like, Eileen sent it to me. It's amazing. Like, isn't that the best fucking, like, it's way better than you anticipated. The story, right? Be honest. Okay, let me get this. Yeah. Okay, I think I got this. Oh, there we go. This is so awkward. Make a meme flatly dancing while it says Green River. Oh my god. Emrod! Oh my god, this is awesome. What's
Do
up?
you see my face?
Yes, I do.
Am I loud?
Yeah, but I'm gonna turn you down just a bit. Okay.
Wait a minute. Let me put my volume up a little bit. Is it? Am I too low? Shit, I don't know how to do this.
No, I think I got it. I turned you down slightly.
Okay. Can you hear me, people? Because you know I got a big mouth. I don't care.
I love it. I love it.
I can hear you, but I don't know how my volume is. Damn, you got a big mic. What is
I know,
that?
right? I know. It's like for how
Damn it!
quiet it
That
is.
is so. If I had that shit, I would blow the whole universe with my voice.
I don't know. It's like some voodoo though. It like counter measures. I don't fucking know, man. I don't know.
Yeah, but
Sorry.
you sound great.
Thank you.
How
I
you
try.
doing? How you doing?
Good, good. Oh my god, AJ says someone should make a meme of Flatly dancing with it saying "Cry Me River, Get It River Dance." I love it. Ah, puns.
Let me go and see. I'm gonna go
Oh,
try
hey
to
Paul.
see the chat.
Okay. Hey Paul. His hands may have
That's,
touched it. Yeah, I know, right? It's amazing.
let's see if I can see the side chat because I like to see the side chat because I'm nosy.
Me too. I love it.
Let me see.
Yeah,
So,
I love Emrod
wait a
too,
minute.
man.
Yeah. Yes, now I can see people. So, what are we going to talk about? I was talking about that imposter thing because I saw it. I think it was something,
Isn't
I
it
don't know, it was like
crazy?
crazy.
I know, right?
Yep.
It's wild. Like, oh, creepy. Oh,
The
and
only thing that was strange for me was that I don't know how, I got an accent. Hey, everybody knows it. I don't know how this dude that had such a thick accent, people thought he was American. That's what something that I was thinking about when I was watching that.
yeah, yeah, I know, right? Like, he has this crazy, like, super French accent, but somehow he's American, but he's also spent time in Spain, but he has a French accent.
Hello.
Mhm.
Hi, say hi to the
Hi.
people.
Hi.
Yes, it was thick, but it's something beyond because if you know that your child, he was like I think that boy was 14 years old, right?
Yeah, something
And he
like
was
yeah.
missing for like what 3 years, and I'm going like, damn, could you believe that a person in 3 years that's American is gonna lose like their English? That's something weird. I don't know how those people didn't realize that wasn't him.
Yeah, I know, right? It's crazy. Holly says took off headphones. Love you, Emrod.
Oh,
AJ
I
says
love you too, people.
AJ says I need Emrod's voice as my morning alarm. LOL, love her voice,
Hell
right?
yeah, that's right.
Okay,
God gave me
awesome.
a thick ass voice.
Nice.
I wish I had a nice sweet voice like Minnie Mouse, but I don't.
I like your
you know,
voice. It's
mine's just
expressive.
very deep. Sometimes I say when I wake up with a man's voice, I got it.
I mean, I don't know.
But
It's not deep. It's just like loud,
I
but
don't know. Maybe when I
it's
talk in
not like
Spanish, it sounds different.
it's not masculine. I
Oh,
can say.
thank you. Yeah, right.
I mean, like I don't know. I think like all women think that their voices sound deep, but like, cause I've noticed that like people say like, oh, I have such deep voice, but like no one has a deep voice who said that, you know? I don't
Yeah,
know.
this is a
So
family voice because everybody, all the women in my family, they all talk like deep.
mm, yeah, yeah,
We,
right.
we, we don't have no we don't have no sopranos.
Well, you have like Sopranos, like the Sopranos.
Yeah, I'm like the
Hey,
gangsters.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm a little bit like the gangsters, but I'm not like the singers.
I dig. I dig. Yeah, the doc Paul says the doc was a cross between sad, crazy, and fucked up. I know, right? Yeah, great story and documentary.
Yes,
Oh,
it
thank
was
you.
weird because
Thank
it
you.
was weird
It is a
for
sexy
me.
voice. I agree with James.
For me, it was weird because I was like thinking like it has like a little bit of the possibility that these people had to know what happened to that kid because I don't know how that like the sister that she went over there and she saw him and whatever, and she
Mhm.
was so that since she said this is him and whatever. I'm going like, damn, you don't even know your own family. Like he wasn't lost for 10 years. He was lost for only 3 years.
Yeah. See,
You
yeah.
know.
Leanne says that she thinks she has an annoying voice. Your voice is adorable, Leanne. Like I've never like everyone's like self-conscious, but like I was self-conscious about my voice. I still kind of am sometimes, but like yeah, like so I get it. But yeah. So of course
You
I
have a
started doing
great voice.
hangouts. Well, thank you. But like I mean, yeah, I was really self-conscious for a while. So it might sound weird now that I started doing these. But like yeah, I was. So I totally get it. But I've never heard anyone who actually has like an annoying voice who's self-conscious about it. I don't know. Anyway, go on. Sorry. But yeah, like for them to like yeah, there was like that thing of like they had to sort of know what's happened, right?
Yep.
Like
Yep.
yeah.
Of course.
Hmm.
Hi, Paul.
And yeah, like I really do think that that guy who died, like when they reopened the case, I think that that guy did it. I do.
Yeah,
You know?
the brother, right? The one.
Yeah.
uh, that's why I think he, because didn't he commit suicide? That's what I like. I think I saw that in the right, that he
Yeah.
was in jail
Mm-hmm. Wait,
and
sorry.
but he committed suicide. So probably it had to do something with his conscience. For me, I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, like,
Because the
yeah, like,
mom, that lady was like, I don't know, she looked like a little bit messed up too in the brain, the mother, because like I was like watching her and her the way she said that, that she didn't do whatever, but she looked like maybe she didn't know, but maybe her other son had to do something,
yeah.
with it.
Oh, thank you,
I think he
Jen.
was jealous. Maybe he was jealous of the other one because he was the smaller one, and the mom gave him more attention because this other dude said that he was like problematic and he was a drug user and shit. So I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, no, like, I just think, like, yeah, like, the fact that they reopened it, I think that, and then, like, he died or whatever, or, like, killed himself or whatever, that to me is, like, I mean, who the fuck
Yes,
else
he
would do
killed
it,
himself
right?
because he knew that wasn't his brother,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
and
And
things
thank
were
you, Jen.
already unraveling. I don't know if I don't remember because I saw it, but I don't know if he killed himself, and they already knew that wasn't his brother,
Yeah.
and
No,
I don't
I don't
know.
know. I don't know. Now that I think about it. Sorry, now that I think about it, I'm not
Probably
sure.
he didn't want to get interrogated or something because
Mm-hmm.
the imposter dude, he said that guy that was supposed to be the brother saw him,
Yeah, yeah, exactly. And was like,
and he
good luck
told
to you.
him, right, good luck to you, because you think that good luck wasn't about like, good luck, brother, because you ain't that, you're my brother, you're just, it had to be
Yeah,
something there.
yeah. Like, there was a reason he said that. There was a reason that everyone else was willing to believe it, but he wasn't.
Right. He was like, good luck, brother, if you could, get away with this shit. For me, that was like his good luck for him.
Yeah,
Because the sister, like women, like the sister,
yeah,
she wanted him to be like the little boy that was missing and whatever. She was happy. Probably the mom too, because, that's how,
yeah.
women are with their,
Oh, yeah.
with their feelings. But the brother, he was like, he wasn't affectionate at all. He didn't like he wasn't not even amazed when he came back supposedly.
Yeah. Like, he never believed it for a second. Like,
Of,
yeah,
of course. Hmm.
yeah. There had to be something. I don't know, man.
I always
Fuck
think that
that.
people get away with that shit, because like here we have a case here in Puerto Rico. It's like kind of the same. Not that a person popped up saying he was the same, but like here, like 15 years ago, I think.
Hmm.
Still to this day, that this kid is missing, or he's like already like he's supposed to be like what, like 20 or 21 years old if he's alive, but I doubt it.
Mm.
This little
Yeah.
boy he went missing. He was, his mom said that he was in this little park that's, in their neighborhood playing, and then that somebody abducted him, right?
Yeah.
But still to this day, that case is not solved here.
That's weird. Like, wait,
Now
so
that, mm-hmm,
I don't know.
yeah,
Like,
yeah, talk.
well, maybe it's me, like, going back to my, like, the fact that I read, like, John Douglas stuff and all this stuff, but, like, I mean, did she jump to the conclusion that he was kidnapped, or, like, there wasn't a thing of, like, oh, maybe he wandered off or something? Cuz
Yeah, she did, because look, check this out. How this case is here.
Mhm.
She said, all right, she had, she used to have this. She was married to this older man, right?
Mhm.
When she had, but he wasn't the kid's father. She had this man, it was her husband, whatever, and he was older than her, and they were having problems, and she accused him of domestic violence and whatever, because
Yeah.
he he used to like he was jealous all the time of her and whatever because she was younger and shit, and he you know abused her, whatever, and he wasn't living in the house. They were like separated, right?
Oh, okay.
When the little kid went missing, she focused the media and everything here. She said it on the news that she thought that it was him that took her son.
Wow.
He was the first person she pointed out. And still to this day, like he went to jail. but it was because of the domestic violence. He didn't go to jail because of the kid, because there's no proof.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You know what they even
Yeah.
did here? They went, because she's from one place here, and the old man, he lived in another town here. So they went where he was living, and where he was staying, and they even went there with dogs and all that, checking for, like, if if the kid was buried
Right.
there, and they
Yeah.
didn't find nothing. They didn't find him. They still, they didn't find him.
Yeah.
And the man, he says that he didn't do it. He went to jail, but it was because of the domestic, violence with her. But he never has confessed nothing. He says, that he did not take that kid away.
Yeah.
So she always, till this day, it was like, it's already like 15 or whatever years. She still says in the news till this day that she still thinks that it was him. I don't know why. It's like she keeps on focusing that it's him and it's him, but there's no proof. Nobody saw nothing. There's no witnesses. Like there's not even witnesses that saw the little boy in the park. So
Yeah.
I always think that she has to do something with it. I've always
Yeah.
thought about that.
Yeah, especially like hearing that she
You
said that.
know?
Yeah, I don't know if you guys can hear me. Let me know. I tried to adjust my volume a bit, so hopefully it's easier. But let me know. Um, but yeah, like especially the fact that she placed him in the park.
Yeah. And he
Like
was only 4 years old. How you gonna let a
only
little boy?
4. Whoa,
Only 4. That's what I'm saying. He was a small kid, and then
man.
she was saying that the man was abusive and whatever, and that he would always be like harassing her and bothering her. So if you know that there's that your ex is doing stuff like that, and you're afraid of him, how are you gonna let your little boy go alone
Yeah,
to a
that's weird.
park where you can where nobody is supervising him at all,
Yeah, yeah.
and
Like I mean,
boom, he went missing.
that's weird. Like yeah, that's
Yes, it
super
is.
weird. Like and they were
Mm-hmm.
broken up at the time.
Yes,
Okay.
yes, they were broken up, and then she would say that he was always bothering her, and that he would be calling her and whatever. That's why he went to jail and shit, because
Yeah.
she had already she went to the court, and she was just waiting for them to
Mhm.
to
Yeah.
put him in jail and shit. But then she said that she was afraid of him all the time. How he would, and then she let her little boy go by himself
Yeah.
to
I
the
mean,
park where nobody saw him, because there's not a person that can say that they,
nobody
other
saw
the
him.
neighbors. Nobody saw him. Nobody said that they saw the boy in the park, that they saw the boy getting into a car. Nobody saw nothing. That's why that case is still, it's like cold here. You know what I'm saying?
Wow. Yeah, no, that's really
But they
that's like
haven't checked her out. Check this out. They
they
haven't
haven't.
checked her out. No.
What?
This is what's
They
weird
haven't.
here.
Yeah.
Yep, nothing. They haven't found, like she's not. They didn't find her suspicious at all. That's the weird shit here. Because let me
That's
tell you, like here in Puerto Rico, it's not the same thing like in the United States. You know what I'm saying? Even though we belong to the United States or whatever, but the laws here, the way that they deal with cases here, like it is so different, and that's why a lot of cases here are not even have never been cleared out, because like they just go cold. You know what I'm saying? And they think that they even said that maybe he's in the Dominican Republic, that they took him away. Like they place him in a lot of places.
mhm.
Like they say that somebody probably stole him, like to sell him or whatever, but no
Yeah,
proof at
like
all.
trafficking or
That
something. Yeah,
right.
like yeah.
And still to this day, if you go to like Walmart or whatever, you see the kid's photo like missing, because now the ones that are dealing with it is like the Interpol, like what happened to this dude in the documentary.
Yeah.
That's who are who are handling the case now, because it's been so long, and the case is still
Mhm.
open, but it's Interpol now, and they put the picture next to the like they have the picture when he's 4, and then they have the
Yeah.
other one that they make him like how he could be looking like now.
Yeah. Totally.
So if this shit happens here, let's say that somebody pops up into that lady's house saying that it's her son, like in this
Yeah. Oh
documentary,
my god. Yeah, that could totally happen. I mean,
you
that's
know,
exactly what happened here. That's so crazy. Because it could totally happen.
and
Yeah.
Let me tell you to this. I want to tell you this. This is an interesting story because now there's this athlete that we have here in Puerto Rico, right? And
Mhm.
this boy, like he's not a boy, he's like 20, right? He went to the I don't know, he went to some Olympics or whatever here, whatever. He's like an athlete, and you know what? They say that he looks exactly like that kid that's missing. They even
What?
put pictures next, the picture that the photos that they have reproduced, like how he could look now, and they put this athlete that's here in Puerto Rico's picture next to it, and it looks like that picture. That's the funny thing.
Whoa. That's wild.
Seriously, yes, it
Yeah.
is.
Yeah. So can I ask like what would you say, that's interesting to hear, like that there are cultural differences into how, like, especially because like yeah, Puerto Rico is in like a US territory, but like the way
Yeah,
that they approach like investigating crimes is so different. Like how would you say it's different?
very.
Yeah, I'm
Well, I
interested in
say it's
hearing.
different because they don't check like they don't for me they don't investigate like to like let's say they just went with the mom's story and whatever, but they don't like focus on like like I see documentaries on things on like things that happen in the United States where you see
Yeah.
like they do like more investigations and stuff.
Mhm.
Like they just let her like go free with it, like they don't imagine that it could be like her.
Okay.
Like
Yeah.
they like now I'm talking about like I'm suspicious because it's for me it's weird that she let him go by himself and with
Totally.
no supervision, and they don't do
Mhm.
that shit here. Like they're like like whatever, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so it's like taken more
That's
at
why
face value.
here we have a lot of crimes that are not solved here.
Yeah.
Like a lot, let me tell you, a lot. We have a recent one that was like 6 years ago, I think, or whatever, of this other little boy. That this little boy, his mom took him to the hospital. He was bashed in the face, whatever. She said that he fell from the bed, and now they discovered that it was like murder, and still to this day they haven't found who the hell did that, and it was in her house. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah, no one wants to look at the
They
facts. Yeah.
no, they don't think about her at all. They haven't even accused her of negligence or nothing. But they have proof that there were people in the house with her.
Mhm.
You know,
Yeah.
she had these. She was in the house with these two or three dudes because they weren't girls. It was like these dudes in the house, and they even found like marijuana trace and stuff, like if they were smoking and stuff. And they had these dudes like in suspicion, but then like they dropped it. Like everything is like under the mat, under the carpet. You know what I'm saying? Because
Yeah.
these people have money.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
The fact is that she is from a prominent family here.
Oh,
You
yeah.
see?
Well, there you go. Yeah, that too. I mean,
That's
like,
sad.
yeah, people still say, like, the Ramses, like John Benet Ramsey. Like,
The
people still
same
talk,
thing.
yeah, like,
Yeah.
people talk about, like, class issues coming into play there. And, like, the fact that they had money, um,
Hmm.
yeah, it's fucked up.
Yes, it is. That's why here we don't have those like crimes resolved because here everything is like let's say like these families, and if they're if they know like political people here and whatever.
Yeah,
We're a small
yeah.
country,
Mhm.
and there's a lot of favors, and her mom, the one that I'm talking about, the recent one, her mom is a woman that she used to work with high people, people from the government here.
Yeah,
She is very known, and then like I think that people don't focus on her daughter, on her like she used to like drugs and stuff because they just don't focus on some stuff because of the mom.
yeah, yeah. It's kind of like, it kind of reminds me even of like, I don't know, this is so random, but like, like the Oklahoma City bombing. Like there
Hmm.
was like one of the people that hung out with that crew was the son of Helmut Kohl's chief of staff, and like there was talk, and like he was like a neo-Nazi, like, and so like
Yep.
there's like talk of like him being protected because he comes from a political family or whatever. So like that's interesting
Exactly.
because it's like exactly the same kind of thing. It's wild.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I believe that. I believe that, that's why some crimes, like, especially here, since this is like, this island where everybody, like, the politics is very big here and whatever. And there's been a lot of people that are from high class people here, the ones that have the
Yeah.
money and shit. And
I
they
mean,
people. It's
Puerto
like
Rico,
OJ.
right?
They go free.
Yeah, yeah, Puerto Rico, like rich, poor. Like, yeah,
Puerto
money.
Rico. Yeah, that's what's supposed to be like money.
Yeah, yeah, shit. I
Yeah,
know.
except me because I'm from the poor side.
Well, I don't. I mean, that's like America. We kind of fuck people over. So I don't know. Like
Mm,
Guam too. I don't know. I don't know. How do you feel about that? By the way, like, I mean, like, do you think that like Puerto Rico should have statehood? Do you think? I don't know. I never like thought
yes,
to really talk about, it, which I agree.
I do.
I think it. I think it
I
should.
do.
So yeah,
Yes, but it's like now we had we had like this little like primaries, whatever. I think that's how you call them.
right.
When you do those votes and stuff, and
Mhm.
people. It was to see if the citizens here, if we want statehood, and statehood won. But the thing
Yeah,
is that now it's supposed to be like we have our representative over there in Washington, whatever, right? She's the one
yeah,
that has to, like because it was she, she's the one that has to, like right? Like put this
yeah,
up over there in the White House and whatever to see if this, because there's been so many years that we've been, just like how we are, that we are a commonwealth. They call it commonwealth territory. Like we belong to them, but we don't have
yeah.
all the same privileges. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's really fucked up. Like I've always thought that that was like really wrong. Like we shouldn't have
It is.
colonies. Like we were colonies. I mean, I don't like it
That's
just
what we
seems
are, a colony.
I mean, yeah, it just seems really fucked up to me. Like I mean, like uh, in our mythos we like to say like, no taxation without representation. Well, like, our territories don't have representation. It's fucked up. So like, yeah, but like and then like you look at the White House now and it's like, well, I mean, nothing's really I don't shit. I don't know. I don't know anything to get it. Like, do votes even matter at this? I don't fucking know, man. Like,
We
but
don't even vote here. Like whatever
it's
president you
messed
throw
up.
us, that's what we have to take. Like Puerto Rico has no rights at all
I
to
know.
vote for president. But then we
Yeah.
have, like the people here, like we serve the U.S. Army,
Mhm.
and
Yeah.
we fight for the United States because my dad was a soldier. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And
exactly. I think like totally. I totally agree.
yes,
It's
we
messed up.
fight for the USA, but we're not a state yet. That's
Yeah.
why a lot of us want to have the same rights.
Mhm. It's so messed up.
Because
Like, yeah, I don't
it
know.
is,
Like,
because this is something that they decided for us, like let's say like oh, let me see, I think it's like around 60 years ago, I don't know, something like that. That's when they decided for us to be what we are now, like a commonwealth. You know what I'm saying?
mhm. Yeah.
And like people got used to it. Like we got used to, not we, because I was raised in the States and whatever, but the people here,
Yeah.
got used to just receiving, like help from the United States. And we have food stamps, we have social security, we have, a lot of stuff like, like in the States, but
It's also
we don't have the right to talk, we don't have the right to vote, we don't have the, for that. And then check this out. And then when the elections are over there in the United States, you see all the candidates come here.
yeah,
You know
well,
what I'm saying? They come here
yeah.
to us. All of them have come here. Like even Trump came to Puerto Rico. You know what I'm saying? They all have come here, but we don't
Yeah.
vote for them.
That's wild. Like, it's so
Yes, it
weird.
is.
Like, I don't know. Like, I don't know why people like I don't it's just the weirdest shit to me. Like, yeah, we shouldn't have
Yep,
like terror. We should have states. I don't like
exactly, like a
it's
state.
so weird. Like, I don't know.
Yeah,
It's
but
just really
now it's for the big man over there to decide that for us. And I don't know.
dude,
I'm not even gonna say.
yeah, I'm thinking like
Hmm.
yeah, I'm like I don't even we don't even
Yep.
I don't know. Things are not business as usual lately. I'm sorry. I don't mean to neglect the side chat. Sorry, but guys, yeah, too many missing children, all states and countries. Yeah, true, Joe. I agree. A lot of assault and yeah, it's crazy. Face should not be protected at all. Yeah, it's really wild. Yeah, I think it was last podcast on the left did like this is about the Oklahoma City bombing thing, I believe. Because like
Hmm.
they did like a few part series about it, and like they were talking about this network that isn't really talked about, but like was created in sort of the 80s and 90s. And like it's wild, the people who like having personal connections and stuff, and like coming from a political family can create so much leeway for people.
Yeah, it's like always. I think this always have existed since time. You know what I'm saying? Like this is something that's never gonna change in life because since the Romans and whatever, we always had like the power is power. That's why we're always gonna be the way we are. You know,
Yeah,
I think time changes, but people don't change. Like we're always gonna be modern, but we're always gonna have the same like mental. You know what I'm saying? Like
that's a good point. Yeah, that's a really good
yes,
point.
because that's how I see it. I see that things are the same. Only thing a little bit modern, but it's the same thing. Like power is the one that that talks and whatever, and the one that rules is like having rulers. Like if we had kings and queens and stuff, it's the same thing.
Yeah, totally. I mean, I think like I don't yeah, like I think about like series like The Wire and stuff, and it's like I feel like even with all of the modern like issues that we have, it's still better than it's ever been in the past. Like any other point in time, like
Hmm.
inequality has been even greater. So like I mean it's not like good enough, but it's better than it has been in the past. I think like just being like, the
Yes.
average person, like, like I mean if you think of like the Middle Ages or something, like
Oh yes.
it's way better being a normal person now than it was like,
Yes. Yeah.
I don't
Yeah. I
know. I
get
just
you.
think about stuff like that. I don't know.
Yeah, I get you. I know it's better now, and there's at least that people have freedom of speech and shit. Even though
Yeah.
there's but we have like a little bit more freedom and stuff. But it's like always like what I see here. Like for me and where I live, I always think that I think it's gonna be like another 10 years, and we're still gonna be the same. Like for me,
Yeah.
in the same status because we've been having this, like this fight about being a state like for the longest and like more than 20 years that I can remember. Everybody's talking about statehood and statehood, and we still haven't got it. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
think I think I'll die, and then when maybe I'm dead, maybe Puerto Rico's gonna be a state.
well, like I think it's I mean like I don't know why it isn't. Like I
Because
don't
they
know,
don't
like I just
decide.
yeah, because they just didn't it's just too complicated to get another.
Because every 4 years we change, like it's like in the United
Yeah.
States, right? They have the Democrats and the Republicans, right?
Yeah.
So here it's the same thing. We have the people that defend, how we are, and we have the people that want statehood. And every election, since we keep on changing, like we have a governor that that's in favor of how we are now. Then now the governor that's now he's in favor of statehood. We keep on changing every 4 years. That's why people can't. We haven't decided like
Oh
for
yeah, that's a
us
good
to be a
point.
state.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
that's
a good
what's
point.
fucking. People. The 4 year thing is the thing that's messing us up because we keep on changing. And if we change, the governors, the ones that are in favor, and the one that will be stuck here.
Mhm. Yeah.
This had to be decided for me like 20 years ago. Like when I was first here and I saw, when people started, wanting statehood, I think then it was when it was the time, and like now it's always the switcheroo that now we have a governor that's in favor and our representative that's in Washington, well, she's Republican.
Mm.
You see what I'm saying? Because
Yeah.
even though we're here, there's Democrats here and there's Republicans here too.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
So
a good
she's the
point.
one that's there. Yes. My
Mm.
father was a Republican. Check this out. My dad was, and my father was, oh my God, my father, he was always with the American flag everywhere. And he was Puerto Rican, but he even had one here and he would hang it on Memorial Day because he was a vet. And my
Mm.
father was always true to that flag, let me tell you.
Oh wow.
Yes. I even, he was a soldier and like I have his flag there in my house because he died and stuff. They
Mm-hmm.
gave him a military funeral and everything, and and I even put a little flag inside in his hands of the American flag because my father always was true to and honored the American flag. What can I say? And he was Puerto Rican,
Yeah.
but that's how it is.
Wow.
That's how he felt.
Yeah. Yeah. Both of
Yes,
my grandparents were veterans. Yeah. Oh, welcome back, Angel.
yes.
I hope your nachos were good.
Oh my God, we went political, and I'm not a political talker, but hey,
No, I mean, I think it's
yeah,
fascinating. Like, I mean, and like that's the thing.
yes,
Like politics, a lot like drama. I think that you can talk about them in ways that aren't like
yeah.
it's not an argument. It doesn't have to be an argument all the time. I don't.
And
I
people
think.
have a lot of curiosity. Like,
Yeah.
I'm here in this community and I have fun with people, but I know that a lot of people are curious of the Puerto Rican way here because we don't, we have two or three Puerto Ricans, we don't have too much. So some of the girls have asked me stuff, and because I know that many don't know how. Yeah, they know that Puerto Rico is an island where you come, you have a vacation, but some people don't know how it is here.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
Like
why
I mean,
we're not a state like you was asking me, because that's the first question I always get, that people say, why aren't you, Puerto Rico, why isn't not a state?
yeah. Like I mean, yeah. I don't know. There was a. I think it was John Oliver had like this like bit about like or a whole segment about like how unfair it is that the U.S. has territories and like how messed
Hmm.
up it actually is. And it's like,
Yeah,
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 it's
yeah.
kind of indefensible. Like there's really no way to justify it. It's fucking
Thank
wrong.
you, Jill.
It's just wrong.
I was reading Jill that she said blessed service, and I go thank you because my father, he was. Let me tell you, he was such a, like I said, he honored his American flag to the end because he he went when he was 19 years old to the war. Could you imagine that? My father went to the Korean War,
Oh wow.
so he was very, he was. My father
Yeah,
died almost 90
my
years old.
yeah, my
Yeah,
grandfather was in the Korean War.
the Korean War, yes, and those
Hmm.
were the first Puerto Ricans that served.
Yeah.
That those were the first ones that went
Yeah.
to war
Yeah.
for the Americans.
Yeah.
And my father was always, even though he was Puerto Rican and he loved his roots, but he was always, like appreciate the United States and whatever, we lived in the States, and he was always like that because his
Yeah.
honor was till the end. That's all I can say.
That's amazing. Like, yeah, that's
Yes.
like, wow. Like, yeah, honor.
Yeah, my
And like,
father, my father talked. My father got educated and everything because of, that's why he was grateful for the United States because they were the ones that
mhm.
helped him have education, and he had a better life and everything, whatever. Because like he said always, I am grateful. That's what he always said. People here did not like that my dad was so passionate with the United States because people here, like I was telling you, are used to Puerto Rico being, like, and some of them want them to be like independent, like
Mhm.
Puerto Rico, and when they saw my dad, that would always be up and down with his American flag. Like people would go, oh, but you're Puerto Rican. But my father said, hey, but I served the United States Army, and and
Yeah. I mean,
and
yeah, like,
my family was privileged because of the my service and whatever. He had a lot of things to be grateful, and people here didn't understand that.
yeah. Yeah, well, like, especially, I'm sure there's like a sense of, I mean, there's always tension, like, especially culturally. And this is what I find so interesting. Like, I'm sure that there's always going to be like resentment in a sense. There's always going to be like sort of the narrative of like imperialism, if nothing else, culturally. So, like,
Yes,
yeah, I totally get
thank
that.
you.
Like, that's interesting. Oh yeah,
Yes,
I
yes.
agree. Leanne says, yeah, Emrod, your dad sounds like an
Hmm.
amazing man, and I agree. And Jill says, Amen and God bless them,
Yes.
and I agree. And
Thank
yes,
you. Thank you. Oh,
yes,
yeah, he was. And I'm very proud. And, well, he left this earth like 3 years ago, but whatever, I'm still to
oh
this day
wow,
proud of my father. Yes, I'm still proud of him. And I have his photo and I have his flag. And I'll be always, proud of my father to the day I die, because for me, he was always an amazing man.
yeah,
He showed me a lot. He gave me a good, education. He did all his best for me. And, like I say, He was awesome. Now he's my angel.
Yeah. No, I didn't know that he had passed. So I know that seems recent to me, but I don't.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that.
yeah. Yeah, it's okay. 3 years ago, but that's why every time it's Father's Day, I get a little bit like depressed because he died on the Father's Day. The week that was that Sunday. I buried him Friday, and Sunday
Oh
was
wow.
Father's Day, so it was very hard for me. But anyway, I'm so happy that he had a peaceful death. He didn't wake up in the morning. That's it. But like I'm saying, he didn't suffer, and he was an active person. He was independent. He always wanted to do his stuff. He still drove. You know what I'm saying? He used to drive because he was very strong. You know what I'm saying? He could walk. Thank God. He was amazing.
Yeah, I mean that sounds pretty ideal. Like I mean, as far as deaths go, I mean that's not, I would hope for that too myself. So like I mean I don't know.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
it
I know. I
that works,
understand.
yeah. But yeah, no, still like
Girl, I understand. I understand. But that's why I say, even though they part from this earth, we always have to think like I do, that they go, their bodies or whatever, but their spirits, they're still around. And I still talk to my father every single day. Like I wake up in the morning,
yeah,
I look at my dad's picture, I tell him good morning, I talk to him like if he was still here, you know what I'm saying? And I still
yeah,
could feel, in my heart, and I could feel happy because like I feel his like I always feel that he's with me, in his presence, and I'm always, happy. I know he's in a better place, and I talk to him. That's all I do every day. I just talk to him, and when I go out, I always say, because he was always, even though I'm an old ass woman, he was always, like, always paying attention to me, like if I was still his little baby. You know what I'm saying?
aw. Yeah, no,
Oh, girl,
I
if
was
I would
gonna
go out,
ask.
my father was always paying attention to me all the time.
Yeah, no, I was gonna ask if you like talk to him or if you like get signs from him, or I don't know, like my grandmother and like my grandfather's kind of like sometimes I don't know, it's weird like things that'll happen around like their like
Yeah,
either birth dates or the date that they died, and like I was wondering if
yeah,
you like have anything like that happen to
yes,
you.
yes,
I don't know.
yes,
Or
yes.
maybe it's just
You
me being a
know,
weirdo. I don't know.
Yes, but my dad was my everything because my mother didn't raise me. This is the funny thing. Like my father was my mother and my father in one person.
Mhm.
So when he passed away, for me it was like losing two people. You know what I'm
Oh
saying?
wow. Yeah. Oh
And
wow.
I always took care of him. He was always with me, with me, with me. Until the day he died, like all the time. So it was a little bit hard.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was
I
a little bit
bet.
hard to get used to not seeing him, and but I tried my best, and I would always be like trying to be a little bit spiritual, and feel in my heart that he hasn't left me.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I know
and
what
that,
you mean. Like
and
it's
that's how
weird,
I deal with
but
it.
yeah. Like there's like it's yeah, it's hard to explain, but like yeah, there's like this sense that they're not totally gone. Like I don't know, like it's hard to explain, but like they
Yeah,
I don't know. Like maybe I'm just like talking crazy, but like yeah, no, I know what you mean. Like to actually still talk to them. Yeah, I got
yeah.
you.
Lori said, "Who's the pretty
I'm
lady?"
not
It's me, Lori. Thank you
Oh, hey
for
Lori.
calling me pretty.
Hey.
Oh,
Hey
thanks for
Lori.
calling me pretty. At least you make me feel good.
Aw. She's gorgeous. I mean like
Oh God, I'm old. Well,
eyebrows on fleek.
now.
Eyebrows
Oh
on
girl,
fleek.
because yeah, because
Always.
they're tattooed.
Oh well there you go.
Like those fuckers are gonna. I'm not gonna leave you until the day I die. They're still they're gonna be there.
Nice.
Jesus, I'm gonna be
OG.
if I get to be 90, I'm gonna be a 90-year-old with those tattoos, with
Nice.
those with my eyebrows tattooed. Could you imagine that shit?
I love it.
Yeah, but that's the way I am. I say, hey, when I saw my eyebrows were like, all I had were like two or three hairs. I said, fuck this. I'm gonna put some, tattooed ones. I can't be with this pencil shit. I can't.
Yeah. Well, they look
You know why?
great.
Because
I
when,
mean,
when you when you paint your eyebrows, right? Like if you have,
mhm.
you don't have too much hairs and stuff, and then you put the pencils and shit. Then when you're in, you go out and you sweat and you pass your hand on your eyebrows, right? You take those shit out, and when you look at the palm of your hands, you have your eyebrows painted on the palm of your hand.
I know,
You
right?
see? That's why I couldn't deal with that, you know.
Yeah, yeah, it's like, yeah, super like
So
paranoid.
I decided, let's tap these things, so they won't move.
Nice. Yeah. Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry. Is it? Oh.
Yeah, read the
Oh,
side
I'm
chat, girl.
sorry. Yeah,
I'm gonna
I'm
take it.
so behind.
I'm gonna breathe. Yeah, go
Okay.
ahead, go ahead. Don't worry
Yeah.
about me. I'm just here, just giving chit chat to you and stuff.
No, it's good. Like I like hearing your story.
Read your people,
Okay.
because they always like when you read.
Okay. Yeah. I guess I'll take it from Jamie C.
Look at
So,
me giving orders to Fee. Oh my god.
any advice is welcome. So thank you.
Thank you, thank you.
Oh, Jill says having a son serving for our country. I salute your father. I'm like, oh wow, yeah, and salute to your son too, Jill. Um, yeah,
Yes.
God bless your son, Jill. Yeah, totally. Lori Green says
God
bitches.
bless them all. Hmm.
Yeah, really. Leanne says, I totally get that, Emrod. I talk to my daughter like she's with me. She's just as important as my living kids. Totally. Yeah, and like I don't know, it's cool that you guys have like shared, yeah, that kind of stuff. Thank you.
Read Lori's comment. That's funny. I am a hairless rat. I don't have eyebrows. I should tell. Yes, you should. I think it's yeah. You won't regret it if you do them. I swear.
Oh, AJ
And
says,
even if you're light, like Lori is a very white. She's white and she has light hair. She can do them like in this light brown color, and they look nice.
yeah, yeah, you can do them. Shit.
Try it. Try it. You're gonna like it.
Yeah. Oh, and AJ says, yeah, Jill, my husband is in the military. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I know that quite a few like people have family or yeah spouses in the military. So, and
Yes.
God bless them.
Yep. God bless
So
them.
yeah,
God protect them.
yeah,
Because it's something wonderful. Even though it's sad, because we know we lose people in the wars and stuff. But it's something that you always, even though they some of them lose lives and stuff, but there always be these heroes that I know it's hard for the families, but it's something that it's amazing to always have that honor to say that that they fought for their country. At least this is my opinion. Hey.
yeah, yeah. No, I know my was it like great uncle actually like died in the Battle of the Bulge. I think. Yeah. So like,
Hmm.
yeah, a bunch of my like yeah family has been in wars. I guess I don't know. It's random ass shit. Sorry. But yeah, I
The
totally get
warriors.
like yeah, I guess. And now I'm just a YouTuber.
Well, you're more peaceful.
That's so sad.
Oh, you're not into you're the only war you have is here.
I know, right?
Oh my God! But anyway, whatever. Like we always, who ain't fighting something in their lives? Whatever.
Yeah. And yeah, Laura, yeah, Laura, you have tattoos, right? You could totally like rock that. You wouldn't even be like, you ain't even scarred.
Yeah, she has four. I have one in my back and my brows. I don't have too many,
I
but I
know. Me
want
neither.
more.
Yeah, I'd be afraid to start. Like, because I just know, like, with piercings and stuff, like, I was like, I need more. So I
Yes,
know
when
I
you
would
do a
be,
tattoo.
like, I know I would be that kind of person with tattoos. So I'm like, I don't even want to start. It's too expensive. Like,
Yeah, they
oh
are
shit.
expensive. Yes, they are. You do, but when you do the first one, you find it pretty, you say, "Oh my God, I want another one."
I know, right? I know that's what I'm
Like,
scared of. Like, yeah.
yep. Like me, when I did my first, you know what? When I turned 50, that's when I did my first the one on my back, and
Oh, yeah?
that's crazy. I said, you know what? The hell with it. I'm 50 fucking years old. I'm gonna do something crazy.
Nice.
And I went and I put a big ass tat on my back, on my shoulder, the back. And I said, hell, I did it. That's one thing I kicked off my bucket list.
Yeah, what's the tattoo of, if you don't mind me asking?
It's mine is a lotus flower. The lotus flower, the one that's in the water.
Yeah. Yeah,
That's
Lotus.
yes, I love it. I don't know. I found it, nice, and it has
Yeah.
like a nice meaning. You know what I'm saying? Because they're in these ponds and stuff. Even they grow under that they grow like from these waters, right? They're like all dark and shit. But then when they float up, they look like beautiful flowers. You know what I'm saying? That you can,
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
know, like me. I don't give a shit. I'll resurface any motherfucking craziness. I don't care. That's how I am. Like
Yeah,
dirty
no.
waters don't kill me.
Yeah, no, I totally get it. yeah, like I did yoga for like I've done yoga for years, so like I totally get it. Like, yeah,
Yes.
and it's a beautiful like yeah meaning and symbolism. I love it. I dig it.
Yes. Yep.
Oh
We're
hey,
like
look at
that,
you.
right, girl?
Yeah, totally. Like you have to
Check
be.
what Lori says. At my age, I am afraid. Don't be afraid. I am not afraid. I think when you do it when you're this age, like you don't fear. Like you just want it. You know what I'm saying? You feel like a wild teenager.
I know, right, Jill? Like she's 50. I know. Like I always say like whatever her like skincare routine is, I need to know. Like she has
You know what
perfect
it? You
skin.
know what my skincare is? I am so simple. Like I like water and a nice a little bit of I use a lot like this coke let me see milk and honey soap, and that's all.
Oh wow.
That's all I wash my face. Always maintain a clean face, because I think that's one of the things that makes your skin look nice. That you
Totally.
never go to bed with makeup on and shit, because that really damages your face.
Yeah.
And I really don't put a lot of shit on my face. All I do, I like to have my face clean. And if I
Yeah.
go to bed, I like to wash my face, have it nice and clean, and that's it. And then,
Yeah.
put a little bit of moisturizer or whatever. In the morning, I do the same thing. Like clean face, and I moisturize, and that's it. I don't
Yeah.
I don't put too much gunk on my face. I'm not I like makeup, but I'm not a person to be putting like a lot of foundation and a lot of gunk. Like I said, I can't feel my face sticky.
Yeah, like I feel like the same way. Like I'm kind of afraid that like yeah, to like, I don't know, clog it all up or something. Like I don't know.
Exactly.
Like yeah, I don't wear foundation or anything. Like I'll wear like, eyeliner or what or like eyeshadow or whatever the fuck. But
That's me.
yeah,
Yeah.
but like foundation and stuff, I'm
And
kind of like
lipstick. I'm that simple too. I like to use eyeshadow once in a while because I love it. But I'm not a heavy makeup person unless it's an occasion like I'm going to a wedding and I want to be nice and set. But
yeah.
everyday use, everything that's simple is the best thing for your face to be nice. Because, and I'm not a person to be like with a lot of products and everything I see on the market I want to buy, because I really don't get it. For me, I do it like old ladies back in time, that the old ladies had nice skin here because all they used was soap and water. That's it.
Yeah,
you
totally.
know
Yeah, I think that's like that's what the appeal of like I don't know, I keep mentioning this loofah thing that I bought that was like super expensive, but like it works and it's like from like a Turkish bathhouse kind of stuff and it's like one of those OG like old lady kind of things and I feel like I can trust that, you know? Like
yes.
I don't know, like and it seems to have worked. Like it's doing pretty well.
Of course. When I was young, like back in the day when we didn't have like too many, not we didn't have money, and we didn't have like all these products. What would we use? Simple stuff like baby oil, a little bit on your face and whatever, like simple shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah,
And that
exactly.
that maintained us, like giving us moisturize for our faces. Like we didn't have these expensive creams and stuff and whatever. Like now, like sometimes I watch these videos and of makeup, and I'm going like, damn, I can't do all those layers of stuff. I can't, you know,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah,
like I like baking and whatever. Like I find people gorgeous, but for me personally, I can't do that.
yeah, like I don't know. From what I understand, baking is sort of like the original thing is like a stage. It's like a like stage makeup. So like hot
Yeah.
lights and like that kind of thing. I've never really, until recently, I guess, seen like baking as an everyday look. Like
Yes, and
it's
for
usually
and
some,
for me,
yeah,
things that are simple, just go the simple way. Because for me, everything is like to sell. I know there's products
yeah.
that are good
It's
and shit,
true.
but it's
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 true.
it's commercializing everything. Like, oh, this is new, this, and then people, we see like, oh, this makes you look good. Everybody wants to buy it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And
yeah. It's
that's
all
what that's
marketing.
what
Yeah,
make marketing. That's the word. And these companies, they get rich and shit because hey, but we used to use whatever we had, Yeah, you see that Lori agrees with me because she's from my time. We would whatever we had, like simple stuff. Like we would take our makeup off with baby oil, a cotton ball and a little bit of baby oil to take all that mascara, because mascara back in the day was thick.
Yeah.
And we would pass that stuff all over our faces and whatever, and that was our makeup remover.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. AJ says, and I know AJ's a makeup artist, so yeah,
Oh
yeah.
yeah,
So she says, Faye, baking is not really a thing that helps when applying products. It's a fad for purchase of cosmetics. Yeah, exactly. That's the kind of thing that I always wonder about. Like, like how much of it is true and how much of it is like BS marketing kind of stuff. Like, yeah, I
yeah.
gotcha.
But
Yeah, totally.
like I'm so old school. Sometimes when we have topics and I talk with friends about old school stuff, and like the shampoos, like whatever, a lot of stuff that we used to use, and I was going like. I remember when I was young, money was the object. Money, we didn't have money. We were like teenagers, broke ass teenagers. You know what I'm saying? So we had to use whatever we could buy, and if a shampoo cost us a fucking dollar, we had to buy it, whatever, because we didn't have the privileges like now that some teens will their parents buy give them money or whatever, and they can buy expensive stuff.
Yeah, well, now there's more
And
options.
I think we look better. Yeah, I know. Now there's everything. Like now there's a lot of stuff. Now there's whatever, and I like it because I like to see all this stuff. I love. You know what? I'm very addicted. The only thing that I like eyeshadows. I'm very addicted to them. Like I love colors and stuff, and but I'm not a foundation person. I'm not a concealer person. I don't use none of that. Like if I have I really don't get like too much, under my eyes and stuff. Or I just put a
Yeah,
little bit of whatever I have. I dab it on there, and that's it.
yeah. Yeah, oh, thank you. Jamie says, I think your makeup looks good on you, Faye. Natural, but with a touch of color. Classy. Well, thanks, because the lipstick's the only thing I wear. Like,
But
it's.
your face looks young. You have a young looking face.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, I try. I think it might have something to do with that lip. Oh, hey, Celeste, what's up? Says, hi,
Hello.
sexy queen Emerald. I know she's my queen.
Oh my love, how are you? This is funny. Me on a hangover. Hey, this is another thing I kicked off my bucket list. Now I'm with Fee tonight.
It's sweet. I love it.
I didn't want you to be alone.
Oh, thank you, Bess. It says, Faye, you seem really comfortable on camera now. It shows. Yeah, I feel like it's like I always get nervous right before I come on. Like even before I was on camera, I would get like nervous. So I still kind of get that kind of stage fright kind of thing. But like, yeah, it's weird how like not weird it is. Thank you.
Yeah, I turned on my fan. If you hear dogs, they're mine. Like I have all my dogs outside because where I live. Hey, I live in the country. I have big dogs outside, and every time they see whatever, even a cat, they start barking.
Oh, oh, thank you, Celeste. Yeah, I think it might. I don't know. I don't know. Like, I really think that loofah stuff has something to, or thing has to do with. Like, it's an expensive loofah, but it seems it's like, wow, it really works.
Because the loofah, it exfoliates you. You know what I'm saying? It takes all those dead cells out.
Yeah, it's like this special kind. Like, I mean, I keep calling it a loofah thing, but like, it's a mitt, and like, it's I don't. It's like the particular texture or something. It's amazing.
Yeah.
I'm like, I can't believe how effective this is. It's wild.
Of course, but remember, we shed like our skin cells. They keep on dying, they keep on That's why I always say that we have to maintain like our face nice and clean, and scrub that face, because remember that we shed
Mhm.
skin. Like the dead cells. They go away, and we have to have like the new ones to come out, and we have to take care of it. But for me, having your face nice and clean, and you don't have to have like too much stuff, you'll see the wonders. You glow.
Yeah, yeah, for real. And oh, thank you, Pez.
Yeah, keep on reading your
Who's
people,
that?
Fee. I'll be
Oh,
quiet.
sorry, sorry. Pez says, it exudes confidence. Thank you. Oh. AJ says, Lori. Oh, this is what is baking. AJ says, Lori, it's when one applies a powder overload and think it's seeping into the skin to last through the day, but in fact, products seep into the skin all day naturally. Oils and essence is already. Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Or I hope that made sense the way I read it. Have y'all seen Leanne's Twitter post? Isn't she so pretty? Isn't Leanne like gorgeous? Like
Yes, she looks like a Barbie doll.
I just love looking at her. Like she's so pretty. Yeah. Oh, Celeste, do you want a link? Do you want to come on? you want to join?
Yes.
Yeah. Do you want to join? Anyone. Yeah.
Jump in, everybody. Let's do a party here now.
Yeah. It's gonna be fun. Let's do it up.
I broke the ice. Now somebody else has to do it. And I
Yeah.
keep on jumping.
Yeah. Exactly.
We were gonna talk about the documentary, then we talked about politics, then we talked about makeup. You see how this shit goes?
Yeah. Yeah. It went from like documentary to like true crime to like
I
hypothetical
know. We keep on like
politics.
popping
Great.
things.
I love it. I love it.
Yeah, we have to have difference and talk
Oh,
about different stuff and talk about skin and talk about whatever. But that's how. Well, it's better than drama.
is
Forget
it?
that. Tonight is well.
We can
I
always
always
have
I have my opinion of drama because drama is interesting. Sometimes
yeah,
I'm not
yeah,
saying.
exactly. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
like just a little bit, just a little bit.
Like drama was the one that bounced us all in here because hey, we have to be truthful. We loved it a little bit. Like even me,
Yeah.
I don't like it when it's exaggerated, but hey, we all got here because of
Mhm.
drama.
Yeah, exactly. I don't like exaggerated. I don't like yeah, I don't
Yeah,
like it's like when you feel like you have to find a villain, like someone has to be
yeah,
the bad guy, that's when I think like something gets lost, you know?
yep.
Yeah.
Well, to be honest, I'm gonna be very honest on your hangout. I found a lot of people that were villains, but then I say, hey, you know what? They're not so bad at all because that's how this shit. That's how this shit is. I don't know. That's my opinion.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I'm an honest person. I say that sometimes, maybe is that we follow, we listen, and whatever. Some people have thought they were villains and shit, but then when I time goes by, you keep on watching the same people and whatever. Some things you notice that it's not like the way you had them in your mind. That's for me.
Yeah,
This
totally.
is my opinion. It doesn't have nothing to do with this is mine.
Go for it. Yeah, I want to hear your opinion.
That's how I've seen this. I've seen people that I could say, damn, I don't like this person, and then I'm going like, damn, this person ain't that bad. So what can I say? That this is why I always think that drama we follow it whatever, but then when we get all is that things get exaggerated whatever we have like this concept in our minds. Not like, don't get me wrong. There's some people that hello. I just poor fucking evil. I'm sorry to be honest, and they always be evil. But there's people that I've noticed that hey, I didn't
Yeah,
like in the past or whatever,
it's true.
and now I like them. I don't know because I find that they're not that bad.
Yeah. Yeah, and I'm sorry to hear you had a bad day, Celeste, or to read that. Thank you for
Oh, keep
sharing.
on reading, keep
Yeah,
on
well,
reading. I'm not gonna interrupt.
oh no, it's okay. It's okay. It's all good. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, thank
Who
you for
had a
sharing.
bad day? Celeste? Why, my love? Oh my God, no.
I mean, with that adorable puppy,
Oh my God, I want to. Oh my
how can you
God, you
have?
feel
I
you
want
feel like
8 of
stealing it.
those. I know, like where do you get those? How much are they? I want one. I want 8.
Oh my
I'm
God, I wish I
serious.
had one too.
I need that
You
in
need
my
one.
life.
You need one.
I know, right? I do.
It's
Like
like a
very
baby. It's like having a newborn baby in the house.
yeah, right? Amazing.
You should get one. You don't have dogs?
No, I don't. I've never had
Oh my
like
God, having a dog is the most wonderful thing in the world.
yeah, like
For
it's
me.
like a blast. Like I've always been like a cat person because I don't know. Like I kind of grew up in like apartments and stuff, so I can really have a dog. But like I live in a house now, so I
See,
love that.
read Kate Crusader's comment. The one
Oh, says yeah, Cape Crusade Pest says, hey, I'm
read
not as a kid I had a Puerto Rican friend and the first time or over the house his mom hid all these statues and candles. Oh,
and
okay.
he said it scared the shit out of me.
It scared the shit out of me. Yeah, it scared
Well,
the shit
don't
out
be
of me.
afraid of that. I'm gonna answer that question for you because
Oh yeah.
the thing is that like Puerto Ricans, remember, well, basically, we were Catholic and people are Catholic, right?
Yeah.
Because of our Spaniards, the ones that came here and brought the Catholicism, like y'all say, right?
Mm-hmm.
But some of them, some we always like to have, the
That's
saints and the
cool.
candles, but it's not that we're doing like voodoo and stuff.
Oh, it's not? Oh, I was like,
So,
I want to hear about that.
well, some people use them. Like no, don't get me wrong. Like we
I
like
mean,
the voodoo stuff.
I'm into tarot, so I like all
Yeah.
that kind of like I would like to
Yeah,
know.
the voodoo stuff exists because I'm not gonna say it's not. And yes, they they do use like the saints, like the Catholic saints, to do their stuff
Mm-hmm.
because that comes from the from our African roots. Because remember, the African slaves came here and they had to hide their beliefs
Yeah.
with the Catholic, like the saints and whatever, and they used to use a Catholic saint, but then the symbolism for them were their own, beliefs, and they would, do their rituals and stuff with the Catholic, things.
Yeah.
Like
Well,
don't
that's
put,
like,
some people use it for voodoo, but not everybody. Like sometimes the people are, they just do it for faith and they have their candles and whatever. But it's not that there's like it's witchcraft and stuff.
it's not. Aw.
No,
Really?
because witchcraft is different, For us,
Yeah.
it's different.
Yeah. Okay.
You're not supposed to use
No,
the
no.
saints to do black
It's
magic.
fascinating. Yeah. Fascinating. And the
Like
only
you
thing,
cannot use a saint to do black magic. You know what I'm
no.
saying? Because we have that too here. Because here there's a lot of. Remember, we have the roots of we're African. We have a lot of things, and then there's people here that do black magic, like
Mhm.
anywhere, like in the United States, there are people that do black magic too.
Yeah.
And there's other beliefs here, like one time I heard people talking about the Santeria, that's like a religion. That's a
Mhm.
you know what I'm saying? That they're not witches, but that's like a religion to them, where
Yeah.
they dress in white and I don't know, like a lot of people in the States, probably depends where you're from, and you see like Hispanic people, and they always dress with white clothes and whatever. Well, those are, what we call los santeros, and they dress like that. And it's not witchcraft. It's they take the African religion, because that
Yeah.
comes from there. That comes from there. That's why in Cuba, that's where the santeria is very, big.
Yeah. That's
And
awesome.
we
Like that's really cool.
adapted it here too in Puerto Rico. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah, no, I mean, I know that like in like from the beginning of like the church or whatever, like I know that like a lot of pagan like beliefs and like, indigenous beliefs were sort of like
Yes.
encompassed by it. Like, Easter, you know,
Hmm.
fertility rites and vernal
Oh
equinox kind of
yes.
thing. So like I know that that's sort of like very, and I know that the saints especially were very much a part of like, you know, uh allowing sort of
Hmm.
a modality into that Catholicism while still not entirely
Exactly.
alienating everyone else. Does that make sense?
Yeah,
What I'm
you got to
saying?
remember because here, this island here was Indian. When
Yeah.
Christopher Columbus, whatever, came here, what he found here was what Indians.
Yeah.
And they believed in their gods and their sun god and whatever. It's like this. It's almost like 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 the Mexican Indian, like the Aztecs and whatever. It's the same
Yeah.
thing because remember that the Indians, well, they for them, nature and the sun, and they had their like
Yeah.
their gods from the rivers, the oceans, whatever, like the same thing. And then when the Spaniards came here, well, they, obviously they were like, Catholic, and they obligated like the what was here like to leave their beliefs.
Yeah. Conquistadors weren't really,
Exactly.
really accepting of
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah. So
kind of a death kind of
of
option.
course they killed for that.
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
but we are a mixture of a lot of stuff. Like that's why a lot of people are very superstitious and whatever here because that's how that's some of our roots. You know what I'm saying? And like I'm superstitious, but I'm not like a fanatic of like everything. Like if I see a black cat, I'm gonna go, oh my god, that's bad. Like I'm not like that. Check this out. I don't give that power.
Yeah.
I'm not a person that I say, oh my God, like I broke a mirror, I'm gonna have bad luck. And I don't put my vision on that because I always think that's you have to control your mind. If you're gonna think that a broken mirror is gonna give you bad luck, well, that shit is gonna give you bad luck. That's how I
Yeah.
see things.
Yeah, yeah. I know we talked about this like a couple hangouts ago.
Yep, yep,
Yeah, yes,
yeah.
yeah, exactly. About like the idea that like if you expect something bad or evil to happen, it will. And like, the
Of course
idea
it
that
will.
sort of like subtle shifts can sort of set intentions and like can create things that weren't even there
The
sometimes.
mind is so powerful
It's
that
true.
everything is your mind. Like you was talking, like I saw somebody here talking about the tarot here about you or whatever you like it
Oh,
and whatever. But remember, when you use cards, it's what are you using? You're using your mind. The mind is a powerful thing.
it's true.
So if you use it to be negative, like if you always wake up and think it's gonna be an awful day, well, it's gonna be a damn awful day. You even though every damn bone in your body hurts, you have to open your eyes and say, "Hey, today's gonna be a good damn day. I don't care." you know
Yeah.
and then when you see the day go by, then you feel like nice, and you feel like stress free. Then you go, hey, it was a good day. Like you have
Yeah.
to like blast all that negative power from your mind since you
Yeah.
open your eyes.
It's true. Totally. Oh
It's the
yeah, I
first
see
thing
it.
in the
Doing
morning that
stuff.
you're supposed to do, because that's the data you give your brain. Like people say that the brain is like a computer, right? Whatever you feed it.
Totally.
So if you feed it like, oh my God, today is horrible and this is horrible, well, that's how you're gonna spend your day.
Yeah. Totally. Like if it's not even like even if it's not, or like it didn't exist before, like you will create it, or you will find the worst parts of the day, kind of thing. Like
And you
you'll
will see
find
it in
things to
everything.
be upset about. Yeah.
Hmm.
Totally. Yeah, like you'll
And you
create it.
see it in everything, because sometimes, you know what, it's even our eyes. Our eyes are deceiving, because sometimes, whatever, okay, I got in my car and I had a flat tire, I'm gonna go like, oh damn it, God did this. I'm gonna keep on blasting, but who knows if that flat tire, was something to avoid, that maybe a little bit more I was gonna have an accident, and maybe that flat tire, prevented me from that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
That you have to see, you have to have the mind thinking, like hell, all right, I got a flat tire, I got stressed, I have to do it. But then if you start thinking and go like, damn, maybe, if I kept on driving, some shit was gonna happen to me.
Yeah. Yeah,
you
exactly.
know
Yeah.
it's how you focus on what happens to you.
Yeah,
It's
it's
like,
like it's like you miss your flight, but then and you think like, oh, this is bad
exactly,
luck, but then the plane crashes and it's like,
that's right. How
yeah.
many people have because I don't know, yeah,
Hi,
this,
Brooke. Yeah,
like,
sorry, just say.
like this girl, like Jenny Rivera, that she was a Mexican singer, the one that she was on a plane, and it blasted in the sky and whatever.
Mhm.
And I was, in the news, you can see that other people were gonna do that flight with her, and they didn't do it.
Mhm.
Something
Yeah.
happened that they couldn't get on that plane with her. And all right, she had, her destiny. She died there in the blast. But the person that stayed alive, you know,
Yeah.
that goes like, damn, if I would have gotten on that plane, but some shit happened that they didn't get on, because that's how life is.
Yeah.
You cannot
Like,
always focus that everything is bad, even our sicknesses, whatever. I always say that there's always something worse, that there's people that are suffering bigger things. And I have seen even children with cancer, that they, with their little bald heads, and suffering chemo, and then I've
yeah.
seen them smiling, and I've even heard kids say, positive things, like these kids that you go like, damn, and I'm a grown ass person, and if I have my nail hurts, I think I'm gonna die, and this kid has cancer, and he can
Yeah.
smile,
Yeah.
he thinks positive. They say, oh, I feel, whatever, and I hear positive words coming out of those child, that child, and I'm going like, you see. So we
Yeah.
can't always dwell on whatever that happens to us, because there's people that don't have privileges, like not even
Yeah.
to breathe without having an oxygen tank or whatever. And if you can get up in the morning and just open those eyes, and you can take a breath of air without,
Yeah.
by yourself, that's a blessing.
Yeah, totally. Like, I totally agree.
It's a blessing, because people can't even. There's people that are in bed, they can't even breathe on their own.
Yeah.
They can't even open their eyes, because they're in a state that they can't even open them. They can't even open their mouth. They can't even taste they can't even drink a cup of coffee. They can't even taste a piece of bread. And if you have those privileges, you're a blessed person.
It's true. Totally.
That's all I say, and that's how you can feel happy with yourself, even
Yeah,
though
it's like
yeah,
mental. It's like the mental strength of it. Like to look,
yes,
like to be grateful. It can take so much fortitude sometimes. Like yeah,
hmm
what you're saying. Like there are people who have it so much worse who are joyful. So it's like it takes real strength.
hmm
Yeah, totally. That's
and even people that you think, oh my god, how can they do it, and they do it. Like,
yeah.
you see this man, I don't know his name, but I've seen him on YouTube and whatever, the one that doesn't have legs and arms, I don't know his name, but I hey he's a motivator. He gives speeches, and you see this person with he was born with no arms
Oh
and no
yeah.
legs, and
Yeah.
he has this tremendous energy and is full of life, and he has a wife, and I think he even has a kid. I don't even know, but hey, I'm going like, damn, you know what I'm saying? And he gives motivation to the people, and you say, damn, and I have two arms and I have two legs, and oh my god, I feel so miserable, because that's how you focus on
And I
yourself.
can't get laid.
And he could get later, have a
Yeah,
kid.
like
How does he do it? I don't know, but he did it.
I don't know, like
don't
what the mechanics of that
don't think I didn't have that thing in my mind.
I mean, like just the mechanics of it are like amazing.
Well, his wife has talent.
Yeah, shit.
But he
That's
would, well, they have
amazing.
a child. Yeah, that's how it is. But
Wow.
hey, that's why God, he knows what, whoever wants to believe in God, I believe in God. But anyway, whoever doesn't, well, I respect too. But I always say that for me, God is not like this man that has a beard or whatever, whatever, whatever. I focus on God like an energy, like something,
Yeah.
big in the universe or whatever, because somehow we're here. I don't care how people think it's a we came from the ape or whatever. I just really believe that there's some energy out there, that's why today I am who I am, you are who you are, whatever. Like, why are we here? We're here for some reason. We are here. There's something out there that has to be, enormous, and through us here, whatever, we have a life.
Yeah, like I don't think that like the scientific like I don't think evolution like like what am
Yeah,
I
I
trying to
don't
say?
know. I think it's strange.
Negates spirituality or like the idea
Mm-hmm.
of spirituality or like any of that. I don't see how it's like that science. It's not the same as religion. Like I mean, I don't see how the two even
Yes.
relate to each other really. So like I think that both like yeah, you can have both. Oh, and
But for me, if we evolved from the apes, I think we would have been bigger apes. I don't know. Like, because I'm going like, yeah, and then why are apes still apes? Why don't they evolve? Like, if you go to the zoo and you see chimpanzees and you see gorillas, well, there's still gorillas, and there's still, you know.
well,
So
yeah, but it's like
how the heck don't they evolve to be a human?
well, like it takes like hundreds of generations, and also
Yeah,
like
that's what they've taught us, girl. That's what they've taught us all our lives. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
That's
yeah.
something that they taught us, and I don't know where. That's like, God forgive me, like, that's like saying, whatever happened in the times of I don't know who. Like, you see these movies, and you see these beautiful
Like
actors.
what like Planet of the Apes or
Oh, Planet of the Apes for me, my God, that's something hilarious for me.
that was awesome. It's a great
It
movie.
was, and I saw the old
Great.
version when it was like
Yeah,
Charlton Heston.
yeah.
Damn,
Well, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, like they were, yeah.
like,
Wow.
and you see this gorgeous man, like, actors, girl. It's
I
like
know, right?
like if they're gonna put, like, let's say, I don't know, like these Greek people, and you see them all like the gods or whatever, and they're gorgeous. Maybe they were ugly. Who the hell knows? Like, like, how do we know so much?
Yeah, well, I mean, they'd have to. I mean, yeah. Hmm.
Yeah, and it's like
That's a
life.
good question. Shit, I never thought of that,
Yes.
but that's a good question.
We never know how they were, and we never, like, everything is like imagining. For me, it's like, when you make a book, that's why people read a book and they see the movie and they say, oh my God, the book was better than the movie. Like, it's the same concept, but you see everything like different, right?
Yeah,
Because of course, when they're going to show you in the big screen, they're going to try to do it like, oh, these gorgeous people, and everything is going to be like perfect and stuff. But when you read the book, it's like totally different
yeah,
stuff, because the eyes have to be amazed. That's why movies are so big.
yeah, yeah. Well, like humans are visual, like which is to say that
Yes.
humans are shallow. But
we
it's
humans have a
true.
little bit of
But
cray cray.
it's true though. I mean, like we are shallow, but it's whatever because we all are.
Yes.
I don't know.
And we're crazy because, like Einstein, didn't people think that Einstein was a crazy ass? Yes, they did.
Probably. I
Right?
mean,
And I
probably.
think we have to have a little bit of crazy inside, to think and to imagine and to, to wonder whatever and why this is that. What I think we have to have a little bit of craziness because if we're like tight asses, we don't see future.
Yeah. Yeah, like you have to have that creative sort of spark. Like
And
you
let
have to
go and think and dream and like that's why when you go to like if you go to see nature and you see a beautiful flower, you have to enjoy it. People
yeah.
could walk Some people could just walk by a beautiful flower and they don't even stop to even look at it, right? But there's some people that see a little flower and they go, oh, how beautiful, and they just stay there and they smell it and they enjoy it. That's how life has to be.
Yeah. Yeah, totally.
Enjoying. Look at me. Oh my God, I am not a therapist and whatever. I'm just gonna say I'm not a. This is me. I'm a dreamer and whatever. I talk my mind. I say
You're
things.
my camp counselor. That's what you are.
Yeah, like people gonna think, damn, this girl, whatever. But I'm just a simple minded. I enjoy everything. I enjoy, like I say, I live here in this island. I have took pictures even of my mountains and shit. Right, I posted on Twitter, and I say, look how amazing this is, and this is free. You know,
Yeah. Yeah, it's shit.
this is free. I have a river that's beautiful, and it's something that I can sit there and enjoy without, spending a dime. And it's so wonderful, and the
Yeah.
feeling that you get, it's amazing if you let go and you know how to enjoy it.
I want to come to Puerto Rico. It seems
Well,
pretty
whenever you
nice.
come, just let me know.
Yeah, I will. Don't even like I will. Like I'm serious. Like it's so like drizzly here all the time and like
Yeah,
cold and dark and it's like I want to go to the tropics. I want to go to Puerto
yeah,
Rico.
because the tropics are so it's different, and we
Yeah.
have
I want different. Like I just want to like yeah. I'm
no,
not
but
even
to be
joking.
peaceful is good. Like we
Yeah.
have city life, and shit. Yeah, we have that side, but we have
Mhm.
the other side that there's a lot of nature that you couldn't, just let me tell you, you make like a connection with nature and you feel so good. It's
Yeah.
better than going to therapy or whatever. It's something that you just have to connect, walk through those, rainforests and enjoy. And let me tell you, girl, you just come out, like you feel so stress free. It's
Nice.
amazing. That's why sometimes when I feel like a little bit stressed, because hey, normal day life, you get your stress and stuff. But I like to just escape and have my moments there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Excuse
Seriously.
me. Yeah,
And
have a
hey,
moment and let go.
Leanne, we will. Like if
Keep
you
on
want to go to
reading. Keep
Puerto
on
Rico.
reading.
Oh, okay. Oh, good night. Good night, Pest. Thanks for being here. And thanks
Good
for
night, Pest. Oh my God, I
being
have
nice
been
to me.
yapping away.
Thanks for being nice to me. It's always notable when Pest is cool or nice.
Pest
um,
is funny.
yeah, yeah, totally. Like I like Pest. I like all these like
Yeah.
people. Like I don't know why everyone had such a problem with people coming in and like they're
I
so
don't know.
funny. I don't know. Like I'm reading like I
Everyone
don't
here is
know.
nice tonight
I
and whatever, and
It's all good. Like I mean like yeah, sorry.
it's all
Yeah.
how we feel. Maybe there's some days that like Pest can say like whatever, what I don't know. I think it's all on the moon and stuff. If there's not a full moon yet, that's why.
Yeah, yeah. Well like shit.
Like
Yeah.
that goddamn full moon, when it comes out, shit pops out. Like it's
It's
almost there.
it's true. It really does. Like I've noticed this many times. And oh, Jamie, when are you going to do tarot more tarot readings? Whenever you have a
Yeah.
question. Um yeah, no, I know I sort of like it backed off that, but yeah, I hope to like redouble my efforts of that. I feel kind of weird that I kind of just stopped, but like and yeah, like I mean, and like you say, like look with science and God and spirituality and stuff, a lot of people like are
Hmm.
I don't know, like skeptical about tarot and stuff, and I totally get it. But like again, like just personally,
Yes.
I got into it when my dad was diagnosed with cancer and I was facing an uncertain future. So for me, I have a bit of a personal
Hmm.
connection to it. So
Yeah.
I mean, take that however
Hmm.
you want to, but like reading, I
Well, that's
definitely
how it's supposed to be. It's up. Like, listen,
yeah,
tarot is something that people don't understand because it's something that everybody doesn't do.
yeah,
This is not like when you take a book and you're gonna read it and whatever, and we can talk about it. Like it's something that it's like not
like
everybody does it. Not everybody
yeah.
understands it.
Some people say like, "Oh, Miss Cleo," kind of stuff, and like, yeah,
Because if
I
you're
get
not
why
like
they
me,
say
I
it.
know how to do it. I know how to read them. But
I know
it's
you
like I always say, it's personal. Like the way you read it is the way you read it. The way I do it is the way I do it. It's like
do. Mhm.
tarot is not something that everybody does the same.
Yeah, yeah, that's a good, yeah,
You
good
know,
point. Definitely. Like,
it's
yeah,
different.
especially
It's
like what
very
it means
different.
to you, and like, so like,
Yeah,
yeah,
exactly.
it's really cool. But
Because
like,
I have gone
yeah,
to people to read me. Check this out. I know how to read them, but I don't do them. For me, I have gone to others for them to read me. And then even though I know the way I know, like if they flip the cards for me or whatever, and whatever the meaning that they're telling me, I cannot focus. Like I'm not gonna look at the cards and say the what I think. I let the reader do its job. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Like the person that's gonna read me, even though she can do it different, maybe I put them in a special order. She does it in another way. I let her do her stuff. You know what I'm saying? And then I have to be open to listen what she's gonna tell me.
totally.
I cannot be like, oh no, that's not this, and tell her because that fucks up the reading. Let's say it. I just have to leave her do her shit, and then whatever comes out of her, that's what I just take it in. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And
I'm
I
just
and I
like,
agree.
I appreciated you like chiming in, like because I know like when I was doing tarot scopes, which a bit more, which like I want to get back to as well. But
Well, you
like
will.
I know I asked like you and Winter at one point to say like, yeah, like aren't like to say like, I know you guys are readers too. What do you think of the like cards that I'm pulling? And like I appreciated
Mm,
that, like just getting the insight from you guys and like
yeah, I could,
I
I
was
could,
like,
I would
oh my
throw a little bit
god,
of word what I would say, but I wouldn't. I was a person that could watch you, but and I could throw a little bit. You had, of my idea, but a little bit. But I would never, like you notice that I would never like interrupt your what you were reading because that's you and your card. You cannot be like interrupting another reader even though you know how to read because I'm not the one that has them in my hand. I'm not the one that's focusing on them. It's you.
yeah,
Whatever you see, well, I'm supposed to like respect that. You know what I'm saying? That's how I believe in this.
yeah. Oh my god,
You have to
Artemis just
respect the
just
reader.
came. Artemis just
What
came
the
in.
hell? I was reading that too. That's
Time to
funny.
start, yeah, time to start some drama. Felicia is really Josh's PR manager, and they both want
Oh,
revenge.
brother.
He rolls like Doughboy. Doughboy. Like I don't know if you guys know the story of that. Yeah, Artemis messaged me with a trailer. Um, I don't even know how to even explain it. It was like a really shitty like ripoff of American History X, and
Oh my god.
and guess who? Josh had a role, and the role was like Doughboy. Like that was the
Oh
character's
my
name.
god.
And like I didn't even like I was like, what is this that you're saying? Like I had to get like I had to get like a remedial like explanation as to what like I couldn't pick him out or anything.
Oh my
I'm like,
god.
but it was amazing. Oh, and Jamie says, yeah, I heard that too, Artemis.
Oh
Yeah,
my god.
I bet Paul heard it too, right? My cousin's
Well,
man's accountant told me. Oh my god,
at
Artemis,
least he made
you're
a
a riot.
movie. At least he
Oh
at
my
least he went,
god.
at least he made movies. I don't know. There's something at least he has to. I really don't get involved with Josh. Whatever. I never met him and stuff. But hey, if he had his good experiences and doing
Girl.
roles and stuff, good for him. That's something wonderful in his life that he can remember and shit. That's what I
Man,
see.
but like it's like I don't like you can tell by the trailer the kind of movie it is. It's like the last movie or like the movie that Anna Nicole Smith made right before she died. It's
Oh, you're
like
talking about like it was low budget.
yeah, there's like okay, it's MST3K type movies. Like I don't know if you know what that is, but it's Mystery Science Theater 3000, which
Mm,
is okay, it was a series in the 90s. And basically what it was is that oh gee, how do I even explain this? Um, it would be like a couple guys making fun of these super old like B movies or like D movies, like not even B movies, like D movies, and like um just ripping the shit out of them, and like it will ah. Can anyone explain this better than me? I'm oh my god, how do I even like stuff that was like like sub pulp like fiction kind of stuff, like sub exploitation film kind of stuff. Does anyone? Oh my god, sorry. Um, it sounds legit to me. Artemis has the ring of truth to it. Thank you, Jamie. Artemis says easy. He's the one with Tom Cruise tramp stamp. I heard some tea. Ticker or oh what? Ticker and MP like to take dirty pics. Kipper and MB like to take dirty. Well, we know that. Unfortunately, we've seen that. Oh my god! I almost hit my plant. My god. Oh my god.
I'm still here. I'm just what
Yeah, no, I got you. Sorry.
taking a break and
Yeah,
drinking
no, I
water.
know. Like, thank you for, yeah, thank you for coming
Oh
on.
yeah,
Anyway,
I could. I just want to, have a chit chat with you and whatever, and I didn't want to see you alone there, and we can talk a lot
yeah,
about like
yeah, thank
all the
you.
topics we have. It was fun.
Yeah, yeah. Like, I always enjoy hearing what you have to say. Like, I love you, Emrod. You're awesome.
Oh, girl, thank you. Love you back. I love people, whatever. I just don't like people to be, I don't like evil people. I like people that share love, and that's it.
Yeah,
And, whatever. Nobody's perfect. We have to share something in life, like good, whatever.
yeah, totally.
I'm a person that, well, if you don't do shit to me, like I always say, well, I don't do shit to you and whatever. I just like people to respect me. I respect you back, and that's how we do it.
Yeah, yeah, totally.
That's how we do it, and we've done it that way. I can't say you ever, disrespected me, and you know that. Because
Oh, I,
you never have done, like to disrespect me, you never done it.
oh yeah, no. I
So,
mean, I was like,
and
yeah, I thought for a second you were saying like, oh, you can't say
no,
that
no,
to
you've
your
never
friend.
done it.
I
That's what
was
I'm
like,
saying.
yeah, I was like, what, when? Okay, yeah,
No, never.
yeah,
That's what
no.
I'm saying. That you've never
Thank
done
you.
it, and we've, whatever we've ever had, whatever we've talked it like, in private, and you
Yeah,
never have done that to me. So that's why I respect you back. You know how that's how we do it.
yeah, yeah, mad respect, like
Thanks.
mad respect, absolutely. Levi says, Emrod,
So
turn on
nobody wanted to pop on here tonight. I don't know what happened.
Levi says,
They
Emrod,
just said,
turn
"Oh, look at Levi. Levi, now you come here. I haven't seen you all night. Turn
turn
on
on
the camera. No, I'm not gonna open these books.
ahora.
I can't because I don't have a bra on. Then you're gonna get scared and shit. If
Gonna get
I turn on
flagged.
that camera, y'all gonna run and you're gonna say, "What the fuck?"
Show me the
You're not gonna
screenshot.
you're not gonna see my slinkies.
No. Oh my god. Amazing. Hey,
At this
Art.
age, you can't expect them to be so, they go like
I mean,
slinkies, gravity, gravity.
I'm sure they're perfect. Like your skin's perfect.
Oh well,
I'm
oh girl,
sure
I'm not
I'm
that
sure
perfect. Nah,
I'm sure it
I.
is. Like
Oh yeah.
I'm
Well,
sure.
anyway, I accept the
But
way I am. Like
I don't want to
I'm fine. I'm fine with me. I'm truthful. I'm truthful.
Lori says I'm coming away
Look
with
at it.
truth
Yeah,
bomb.
right. Oh Lord.
I'm waiting for someone to truth
Yeah.
bomb about this bullshit. Hi, Brooke, by the way.
Oh my God.
Like, I've wondered. I'm waiting for it. I'm waiting for someone to tweet him. But I'm surprised that that guy hasn't. Because he comes on Twitter, but he hasn't tweeted.
Yeah, but Tom Cruise was crazy ass too. Did you see what he
Yeah.
did with on Oprah?
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Couch jumping. Mm
Jumping like a maniac. So we cannot expect. So he's not that
hmm.
perfect either.
They're a match made in heaven.
Right? Who
Mm
knows?
hmm.
Like whatever. Like maybe that's why his wife left him. He said, "This crazy ass, I gotta get away from him." You never know.
Oh my god. Artemis says just look up his sex tape, or easier yet, look up Nick's IMDb.
Oh, Artemis, you're so evil.
I love
Oh
Artemis.
God.
Artemis, like, do you ever think you might come on? panel?
Oh,
Because I know
yeah,
you
let's see.
I know you wanted to a few months ago, but I don't know if you still want to. You wouldn't have to come on camera or anything. Like I just think you're awesome, and if you still wanted to come on, that would be amazing. Just saying. But
You know
just
what, Fee? You need those voice changers. Like when people want to be anonymous.
yeah, I know, right? Yeah.
Damn it, we need that. Like when you see those documentaries that people don't want to be like their faces and their voices
Yeah.
and they're like and they're talking all crazy like that. That's what we need. Like so maybe more people could get on if they want to remain the way they are.
Totally.
Just
Totally.
change their voices. Like put some weird ass voice that's funny or whatever. We
Oh
can
my
enjoy it
god.
too.
That's a great idea. Oh my god. Like, okay, that's what we should start a GoFundMe
So
for.
I gave you
It'll
an
be like
idea.
yeah, like or like some kind of like crowdsourced kind of, I don't know if it's a GoFundMe or like an indie, I don't know, one of those fucking things that's like a creative thing that people I can't be paying for all this shit myself, you guys. Shit,
Yeah,
I
but
ain't made
I
enough
don't
money.
know. I don't know. Maybe there's something that you can download and shit that you can change the people's voices.
That would be amazing. That would be
Of
yeah. Oh my
course.
god, I'm gonna look into it. I will look into it.
Well, you better. That's homework for you now. Now you're gonna check that shit out. Now you could put my voice a little bit thinner. I would be appreciated.
It's
If
all
you
good.
find the voice changer, I want mine to be, very like this sweet voice. Not mine. I want mine's changed.
I like
I
your
want mine to
voice.
sound like a 20-year-old.
I like that you got attitude though. I take it.
Oh, I think my voice goes with me, like with my personality. Like this
Yeah.
face. Can I have like a soft voice? I don't know.
I mean, it's not like I mean, like I said, everyone seems to think they have like a harsh, low voice, but no one does. Like everyone has like a like.
Levi says that after I saw Scream, I wanted a voice changer. Right? Wasn't that cool? Oh
Oh
my
my
God.
god.
I know they have apps for that because like my son, he would do that stuff with the, like doing that. He would do that to my girls. Like he would go and he would, record his voice on the phone, acting like the Scream dude. And then when he would like put the phone to the door and my girls would be sleeping and he would put that thing saying, no, he would, which one he would do? The one from Saw, like the Oh my god! He would make my girl scream because he would go like the like this like the voice from the from Saw. I don't know what the hell he would say. He would say exactly like him.
Like the purge.
Yeah, but the Purge didn't have a
But
voice. It
like
was like a that screaming shit that whatever, right? That was
no, the purge was like it started out with like the intro from the movie. Like over the
the Scream
loudspeaker.
one was funny because that was the one that was said
Yeah.
that was said, I think, "Are you in the house alone?" or something like that, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Are you in the house alone? Something like that. It was creepy.
Like
I could do that shit.
the call is coming from inside the house kind of thing.
Oh God, the first one was
Yeah.
the best. Like always, because the first movies are the best because there's something
Mm-hmm.
new, and when you saw the first one it was great. But then when you keep on seeing the sequels, it's not like the same thing. It's like
Yeah.
you already expect what's good, like the dude with the white mask and whatever. But the first one was the impressive one for me.
Yeah, it's like with like the sequels, it's like the formula's already been set.
Yeah, and
And
they
it's like,
switch a
yeah,
lot. Like yeah, when they made the one that they were doing like the movie of them, like that was like I didn't like that one.
what?
That they made us the Scream. I don't know, it was part three or whatever. There was so many. The
Oh.
one that they would like make the reporter. They had this actress to make the in the same movie. Like doing their own person. Oh, that was like shitty for me.
Yeah. Okay. I gotcha. Sorry, I thought you were talking about Blair Witch for
Keep
a
on reading.
second.
Keep on reading.
Oh,
I'm just giving chit
sorry.
chat.
Okay, sorry. Yeah, let's see. AJ said, was it a low budget film like Full Moon, low budget? Yes, it was. Yeah, it was exactly that kind of like super low budget, like murky kind of film. It's like, oh man, it's like yeah, it's like that kind of film. I don't even know how to explain it or like describe it, frankly. Um, yeah, Levi said, LOL, same and route. Without my bra, I look like I belong on a documentary. Brooke says, Artemis, what's on it? Oh, what you mean? The Doughboy.
Oh my God, Doughboy.
That's his character's name. That's yeah.
Mm,
That's what this credit is as Doughboy. It's a Pez fish tape. Oh my god. Artemis is hilarious. I love Artemis. Not interested in seeing him naked. Yeah, me neither.
with the Jasons. Oh my
The
god.
best couch jumper there ever was. True, Jamie. True. Okay, who besides Miss Shannon Rose's husband dancing in his underwear? Not me, Lori. Yeah. Yes, I promise. Really? Really? Promise in the near future? Like, I don't know. I mean, you don't have to. I mean, I know you may not want to, but like, it would be cool if you did. I'll get a voice changer if you want, because I just
Yeah, get it. I want to see that.
like I will. It would be amazing to have Artemis on. Like Artemis, I'm like a one day one fan of Artemis always. Anyway, Artemis puts Pez the candy, or yeah, there was a too tight in his pack, and he was packing his food nicely. Oh my god, Lori, you crazy? Yeah, I want a voice changer so I can sound exactly like Trisha Paytas. That's Artemis. Okay,
Oh my
done,
god.
done. I will do it. I will do it. I'll make sure my kitchen floor is
Ah,
clean that day. You better are. Sorry, you guys, I'm so behind.
the floor is clean. Oh god.
I have a friend
Trisha,
that
what is it with her on the floor? Right? I mean, I don't follow her, but I've seen her stuff. But I'm going like, damn, like the kitchen floor is gonna be her staple for life.
it's a formula that works, I guess. I mean, how much more pathetic can you get from being on a kitchen
Like the
floor?
crying on the kitchen floor. Oh my god, that's gonna be like when you have your grandkids, you're gonna be saying, hey, there was this girl called Trish, whatever,
I
and
know.
she would cry on the floor like a crazy ass. Like that's gonna be there for life. For
Yeah,
life.
yeah, like she would look crazy. She would wear a trucker hat and sit on the kitchen floor and like cry and be fucking
Yeah,
excruciating
but
herself.
there's always an interesting blonde in the world. Like once it was Marilyn Monroe, then one time it was this other one, like what's her name, the Nicole
Anna Nicole Smith, yeah.
Anna Nicole Smith. That she used to look a lot like she tried to look a lot like Marilyn Monroe too.
Oh yeah. No, she
And
was gorgeous. She was gorgeous.
yeah, but then
I
she
mean,
got
she
fat, and
was.
she got fat, and she would get like angry, like she would be
Mhm.
like bouncing up and down from her weight, right?
Yeah, yeah, but like right before she, it feels really weird saying that, but right before she died, like she was
She
like
lost weight,
svelte.
right?
Yeah, she was svelte. She looked amazing. Like she looked amazing.
She
Like
had a gorgeous face, because I'm telling you, she would look very nice,
she was
but
gorgeous. She really was.
that's how she was like a crazy. But some people didn't like her, some people liked her. That's how it is now. Now and here
Yeah.
on YouTube, I think it's this, Trisha Paytas. I think some people like her, some people don't. But like I vision her like a blonde, like this character that reminds me like Anna Nicole and stuff, like these young women that they're
Yeah.
gorgeous because they get their. I'm not saying because she has a beautiful face when she puts her makeup and whatever. She looks very nice,
Oh
and
my god.
that she has
Oh
those
my god.
attitudes, and she's
I'm
yeah.
sorry,
Read.
Artemis just says, no, no, I changed my mind. I want to sound like Rory, but can we edit out the
Oh my.
hiccups and brake screeches?
Oh Jesus.
Oh my god.
No comment from. Oh God. Jesus, Artemis. Today you're on a roll.
She is always like A1. She is always like
On
amazing.
a roll. My
I
God.
love
Sometimes
Artemis so much. I really do.
so
Yes.
specific, like with the hiccups. Oh my God.
Yes, do you like my yeah, trim spa, baby. Yeah, and
Oh yeah.
AJ,
Yeah.
you know who she was introducing that, or like who she was about to like, or she was introducing Kanye West. So I know that you saw Kanye way back in the day, so I people forget that part. But yeah, I forget that she was even on like a new workout plan. But she was
Hmm.
in on the bridge. Like I don't know. I was listening to College Dropout recently, okay? All right. Which is Kanye's first album. So yeah. Oh shit. Yeah. Yeah, like do you like my body? Trim spa, baby. Want some money?
Yeah.
Yeah, and that like
And
commercial, like you want
so
some money?
sexy when she was saying it. Oh my God, very sensual and with her trim spa, whatever.
Trim spa, baby. Yeah. Like but yeah, and she was like,
Yeah.
oh gosh, make me beautiful duets, my boy Kanye. Like, yeah, that's the
Yeah.
part they always cut out. It's true.
Like when we
Oh, she was
first
in
saw her, she wasn't
the video.
married.
Yes. Okay,
Yeah.
thank you. AJ remembered. I knew you would. AJ is OG. For real.
Yep.
Yeah.
I didn't
Loves
remember
it.
that.
Mm-hmm. Totally. Loves it. I'm gonna trim spotlight though.
Yeah. It's
Loves
so
it.
sad. I think she died so young, for me.
Yeah, totally. Yeah.
Like at first when she got what was that old man that she was married? That was something, oh my God.
Oh
Boy,
yeah.
he looked like her
Billionaire.
great grandfather.
Yeah, that was awesome though.
but hey, he was a billionaire or whatever.
I'm saying, like, that was
The
gold.
dude had
Shit.
money. He
I
had
mean, like,
money.
shit. Yeah, what the hell?
She
No,
wasn't
like,
that crazy.
like, the thing about Anna Nicole Smith is, like, she didn't take herself too seriously. Like, you can watch the Anna Nicole show and, like, she had a sense of humor about herself. Like, she had a sense of perspective. You could tell that she had a heart. Like, she wasn't, like,
Yeah.
awful. Like, she could actually joke about herself. She had like a sense that, like, okay, her life is ridiculous, but like,
Yeah.
she gets it. Like, she was in on the joke. I think that was a big part of her appeal. Like, she was pretty smart. Like, she actually kind of got it. I
Hmm.
don't know. Like,
She just
let's
kept
remember
on,
AJ,
I
right?
think for me, just messing with the, wrong people, whatever. And then when she started doing, those hard drugs and, she would be, that's what messed her up more because maybe if she wasn't
Yeah.
like right on those drugs and stuff, she still to this day would be alive, right? But
Yeah,
she
it's
had
really
also,
sad.
her emotion, like her mental problems too, because she had
Yeah.
like, I heard, hey, I'm not, don't, I'm not saying that I'm
Yeah,
truthful, but
no,
I've
it's
heard that she
great.
was like
Yeah.
what bipolar or something. She had
Yeah.
her mental illnesses, and she didn't take care of them, and that's why
Yeah.
her life,
Yeah.
got messed up.
Yeah, totally. Like, it's always the drugs. I mean, Marilyn
Mm.
Monroe, it was the drugs.
They had like like a similar like life, like a death. I mean, not, like they
Yeah.
lived like the same and craziness, and they died almost the same way too. Strange, right?
Yeah. Yeah. It's really sad.
But
Yeah.
that's how they all end. Anna was
Oh, hi, Rory. um, dude, Anna was abused by the producers. Which ones? Like,
she was high as yep.
high as fuck, and
That's
they
what
took
I say. They
advantage
took
of her.
advantage. That's how I see it.
I mean, like, I don't like what producers though. Like, she didn't really have much of a. Or you mean like for the reality show, or
Yeah, that crazy ass reality show because you can see like in YouTube. What I don't know if it's still
no, I
there.
haven't.
One time I saw her like she was all like she looked all drugged up. I think she was pregnant. I don't remember, and that
Yeah,
she had all her face like
yeah, the clown video. Yeah,
and that one all with that makeup and that crazy ass man. I don't know what the hell he was from her. He was her husband or her boyfriend. I don't remember that. He was the one that would tape her, do all that crazy
mm-hmm.
stuff. Like
Yeah,
he
yeah,
also for me helped, made her get like crazier with that shit.
totally. Like, I think he totally had a big part to do with like what happened. I don't know. I feel like he was a big part of her downward spiral. Like, I don't know, but like, I just get a sense, you know?
Hell, and the baby was not even his. And he said it was his, and it was this
Mhm.
other guy, this gorgeous blonde one, though, that
Yeah.
remember that he proved in the court that it was his. I think they did the paternity test and whatever.
Yeah. Oh yeah, her. Oh my
Yeah,
God,
because
Artemis said like remember her assistant that was in love with her that she treated like crap. I know. Yeah, that like Kim or whatever who got like a tattoo of her and stuff. I totally remember that. Like, yeah, she treated her like shit. I don't like. I mean,
mm-hmm.
that's the thing. Like, I mean, she clearly did do like she. I mean, yeah, like you can't totally say that she was a complete victim because she did do shit like that. So like, I don't know. Like, oh hey Frenchie, what's up? She's iconic. Yes,
Hey,
true. Mhm. Yeah,
mm-hmm.
but yeah, I did watch that reality show recently, and I thought that she was way more like she got it more than people realized. I think, like she said, like on one of the like bonus features or something in one of the later or like the second season, she said like it should go back to what it was in the first season. Like it should just be showing her fucking like train wreck of a life. And
Yeah.
I agree. Like that was the whole like appeal of it, you know? Like to see her just fucking be crazy and have the crazy life and like yeah. Why mess with that? Like, you know, I
Yep.
don't know.
And it's like I was reading right now here. Rory said,
Aw.
"Long story. Howard was a paid actor. That's the dude that would tape her. I think that was his name.
Yeah, yeah, Howard Stern. It was like Howard K. Stern or
Howard
something.
Stern. That's a funny. Isn't that the name of the other one that's funny?
Yeah, yeah, no, that's the thing. Like and the one that's funny hates this one because
Could you
it makes
imagine
it
they both
so
have the
bad.
same
Yeah,
name? Oh my god.
yeah, yeah, totally. Mm-hmm.
But her daughter, I think, I read like on the side chat that Leanne said that her daughter is gorgeous. I could imagine because she was gorgeous, and the
Yeah.
father is, he looked like a handsome dude too. The one that
Mm-hmm.
has her little baby daughter. The I say a little baby, but I don't know how old she is now. But I can
It's just like
imagine that she's gorgeous.
yeah, must be. Totally. Yeah. Um,
And I was a victim of
we'll get
antipsychotic.
we'll get a beer, Paul. Shit.
Keep on
We
reading, Fee. I'm gonna let you do
No, it's
that.
all good. No, no. I appreciate hearing what you have to say. Yeah,
Read your
great.
people that they want. That's what they like.
Yeah.
Oh my
Sorry.
God, I was gonna jump in for a little bit, and look, I stayed. Jesus,
Yeah, sweet. I love
I
it.
thought other people. I thought other people were gonna jump in. Like I've never engaged so long in a hangout for the first time, and it's
I'm
with
glad you
you.
Yeah, I'm glad you have. Thank you. Like it's
Yeah,
awesome. I love it.
yeah, and I think and it's people. Everybody has been cool and shit. Because don't forget, y'all, I got a wrench still. Y'all been behaving. That's cool. I'm glad. And I have to applaud everybody that's been on the side chat that have been awesome tonight. And everybody's engaging and having a nice time. That's how this is supposed to be.
Yeah. Yeah, totally.
It's for
Like it's the
fun.
best
Forget
way.
about old shit and whatever, and forget about let's everybody. We're all people. We all want the same things in life. We all want to be you know, who the hell wants to be miserable? Nobody. Who the hell wants to be sad? Nobody. We all want the same thing. We want to have fun. We want to
Oh
have
my
like
god.
this chit chat and nice,
Has
topics.
has it really been 10 years since she died? Jesus.
Damn, 10 years.
Oh
I
my
thought it was.
god. Yeah. That's
Oh,
wild.
but the sad shit was when that her son died first. That was so
Oh my
sad, and
god, I
then
know.
and then her. Oh my god, that was like horrible.
I know. It's oh man.
That's I think of her life. I felt so sorry that her son died. I think when her baby was born,
Hmm.
like the other day of the baby being born was when he
Yeah. Yeah.
overdosed or something, right? Oh my god.
Yeah, I oh man. Man, I don't
So
know.
that little
It's
baby, that
crazy.
little girl has two angels, like her brother and her mom.
Yeah. I don't
She didn't
know.
have the. You see, she didn't even have the chance to meet them. That's why I was telling you that
Yeah.
sometimes we have to be blessed with a lot of things of our lives because look at that little girl. Probably, yeah, she has money, whatever, because her mom, left her the money or whatever. But money doesn't give you happiness. But you see, she didn't have the opportunity to grow up with her mother, even though her mother's a crazy ass. I don't care. It was her mom, and she didn't ever get to see her brother either.
Yeah.
Those are two people of her life that she will never have the chance to.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, no, like I don't know. Like it's so weird because I wonder like I don't know, like what Artemis said about the assistant who was clearly in love with her and who she treated like shit. Like would she have treated the daughter like I don't know. Like is that just how she related to women or like I just wonder sometimes, about stuff like that. Like I mean like
no,
yeah, we know
sometimes
that we
people
know
treat
she doted.
people treat like shit.
I mean, like
Oh yeah,
we.
I'm sorry.
Oh, sorry. I just mean like we know she doted on her son, yeah, but like maybe a daughter, it would have been a different thing. Like maybe the narcissism would have come in because there was clearly that part of her
Yeah.
personality. Like I just wonder about stuff like that. I don't know.
Who
Like
knows? Because that's something that
yeah,
we Could
Yeah.
never imagine because sometimes there's people that they're probably they're bitchy with whoever they have around, but with their kids they're different
Yeah.
and they're loving and they're whatever. Like we can't focus that a person that has problems or mental problems or acts in a way is gonna be like that with like everybody or with her kids or whatever. We can't say that.
Hmm.
Because it's not, yeah, some people have their issues and probably they're not, good parents, but it's not that it's gonna be
Oh
all the
yeah.
time like that because I've seen it.
Yeah, no, I just mean like it's always kind of a mixed bag, you know. Like it's like no one's a saint and no one is a demon.
Mm-hmm.
So like, you know, it's like, you know, like
Mm-hmm.
yeah, there were a lot of good things about her, but there was also, there, like again, she was not entirely innocent. I don't know.
Yeah.
There's nothing
Well,
like
who knows? Maybe if she would have been alive to this day, maybe she would have changed or whatever. Like I've seen, like people have been wild, like celebrities and whatever, in their youth and what like. For instance, Madonna was wild when she was young, whatever. And if you see Madonna now, like, and you see how she was when she was younger, and when she used to do these crazy videos uncensored,
yeah.
that she would do all her wild shit where, that truth or dare and whatever that she did and whatever. She
Yeah.
was wild ass, and
Yeah.
not now she's I see her and I say, damn, this is like a different person to me. She even, she talks so proper and stuff. And even though she does her shows and whatever, but she does it different. She's not like as hardcore as she was. And she was a crazy ass, and she has her children, and and
Yeah.
she has adopted or whatever. She's a great. I think she's a good mother. I can I just say what I see on the right like on the news or whatever. But I don't think she's like she stuck to her craziness and stuff. Like people
Yeah.
change.
Totally. Yeah. Oh my god, yeah, Bobby Trendy. Like where is that guy? Like wasn't he like a reality show wasn't he trying to get with that Courtney Stodden or whatever? Wait, but yeah. Sorry, Artemis mentioned Bobby Trendy, which was her designer on the reality show. So like
Wow.
yeah, no, all of those hangers on, they were all kind of creepy. Like I don't know, like something about like I don't know. Maybe it's like I don't know. I feel like it's almost an ethnography. Like the reality show is almost an ethnography of like
Yeah.
LA hangers on. I don't know. It's like Lindsay Lohan and Samantha Ronson and like their circle back in the day. Like it's almost
Yep.
like a perfect like snapshot of users or something. I don't know. But like yeah, I wonder about that. But what, you knew Anna? Like Rory is saying that she knew like Anna Nicole. So
Hmm.
did you? Would you like to come on and talk about it, Rory?
Yeah. Come on. I've
She
been talking
said,
with
"Yeah, wine is just crushed up grapes." That's true, Paul. You know what? That's very true. Sorry.
No, keep on reading because we know there's a lot of people
Yeah.
are chatting here and it's good for us to read.
The assistant was, or this is Rory again says, was a Glory hole one need fame more. I don't know. I mean, like, but I mean, Anna Nicole kind of was too. I don't know. Was just a, or Roy says Anna was just a disadvantaged kid that made it. That's a real American come up story, and her elderly billionaire husband had nothing to do with it. Well, I mean, yeah, that's just 30 years and more than someone of 80. Yeah, for real, Frenchie. Or what's? I'm afraid to click this, but Levi, I trust you. Don't. Oh my God, what am I doing? Oh my God, the Smurfette show.
What is that?
It's the Smurfette show. It's like a parody of Anna Nicole.
Oh my
Anna
god.
Nicole's show, yeah.
Ah,
Oh
Levi.
my god, I remember that. Amazing. Yeah, and it's like Smurfette being all drunk and stuff and like
Oh
sloppy.
my god.
Oh my god. I totally remember that. Awesome. Wonderful. Thank you, Levi. I love it.
Yeah. Mm, it is true. She was like I was
Sorry,
reading
Levi, I
here,
have a side chat back here. Sorry. Yes?
and I was yeah. I was reading Rory. I just now feel so bad watching back at the Anna Nicole show. She was So abused image wise, yeah, because they made her do like crazy stuff, and they projected her like probably she was like crazy ass and shit, but like they projected her more crazy with that reality.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I mean, I really think that she kind of got it. I don't know because like it was
Because
like
probably they
okay,
told her that sells. You know what I'm saying? Everything is like, everything has to sell. You have to make, like, if you're
yeah,
gonna make a reality, it has to be something that impresses people. That people, even though it looks like a train wreck or whatever, it's the same shit that you see here on Periscope or you see here on YouTube. It's the same thing for me. Like,
yeah,
people just
yeah,
like to see that stuff. They like to see somebody that's wild and crazy and doesn't care or whatever. Like, we have
yeah,
different types of people. Some people don't like it, and
yeah,
a majority really likes stuff like that, and that
yeah,
sells. It's a
yeah, and
product.
yeah, and that's the thing. Like, I feel like she was one of those people. Like, she was sort of a pioneer culturally in that sense because like she just really didn't give a fuck, and she was okay with like
Hmm.
exploiting that image because she was also like she was being exploited, but she was also exploiting it too. Like she knew what the appeal was, and
Yeah.
she was okay with that as long as she was one of the primary people being like um benefited by it, you know? Like yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, I don't know.
But there's a lot of stories of old people back in the Hollywood times and whatever, these starlets and whatever. Most of them, we don't we that's back in the whatever the 60s or whatever those, and you know that a lot of them did a lot of wild shit, because we think that wild shit we see it now. No, back in those times they would do the wild stuff too. And these women sometimes would be like in the movies and stuff, and then they were like crazy asses, and they
Oh yeah.
nobody wanted them back. And these women would go to these, to drugs, to alcohol, to whatever, to even prostitution and shit, because they
Yeah.
didn't have an opportunity to work nowhere. And it's like the same thing. The only thing that they weren't like being like so in public, like we see things now, but it
Yeah.
always has existed, like in the fame point of view, that everybody, like the crazy starlets or whatever, people that have done crazy shit, and
Yeah.
it's not something like new. The only thing that now we have realities, we see more, we have social medias, we have a lot of stuff that we can be like almost in the bedroom with people, like with these
Yeah.
things. You know what I'm saying? Like there's not even privacy. We see like whatever it throws us.
Yeah. Totally.
And she was a person that she was doing her crazy show and whatever, and it's sad, but like I think like people expected to see that too, and whatever, and maybe
Hmm.
she was struggling, because sometimes who knows, maybe she didn't even want to do some shit, and she just did it because the things kept on, the pressure,
Yeah.
that made her think that that was going to give her like popularity. I don't know, this is just me thinking.
I know, right? Like yeah, always. Like I don't know. Like mm,
Because remember, you're a product, but you're owned, because people in the and these and like the showbiz or whatever, it's not that you do what you want to do. They control you.
yeah. Yeah. Totally.
It's a controlling. They're gonna tell you, no, you have to do this, like this week's show has to be like this, like that, whatever. Like when you see like Bad Girls Club, that you see these crazy asses that they have to do something. You think that they say, oh, you can't fight? That's bullshit. They want them to fight, because that's
Yeah.
what gives them, ratings and stuff.
Exactly. Exactly. It's like working against their best interests.
And they're gonna tell you, you know what, tonight, like you two are gonna start a fight or whatever. Like everything is scripted and shit. And probably like hers was like that too. Probably she didn't like it. Probably that's what made her keep on, doing her hard drugs and shit. Because when people feel depressed, and it's like working in a job that you don't like but you need it.
Yeah. Totally. I mean, like the perks.
That's
It's like,
yeah.
yeah, it's like the offset of it. Like, okay, so you have to deal with all of these demands, but then what are the rewards that you get? And for a lot of people, the rewards are worth it.
Hmm. Keep on reading. You got people
Oh,
writing there.
okay, sorry.
You want me?
Yeah,
I'm gonna be quiet now so you can
okay.
read.
Why the fuck, or this is Rory again says, why the fuck wouldn't you rely on drugs in Hollywood? It's a sad street community. I mean, yeah, shit. Frenchie says, yeah, Periscope makes it possible for people to travel without leaving their house. Yeah. I would
Hmm.
never. Yeah, me neither, Leah. Or yeah, Lori. No, I thought it was me. But
Hmm.
yeah, it's crazy. I mean, yeah, it's insane. Roy says the trim spa scandal was immense. Slim and fast made her slim. Yeah, I heard that like in her like refrigerator or something. It was like all slim fast and like barbiturates. That
Hmm.
was funny as hell. Thank you so much. I know, right? Right? Isn't it great? Like, I love it. Frenchie says, I think that if you're not in this environment, it's hard to understand or judge. Like, what? What do you mean? Oh,
If you're
there's
not in the, yeah, yeah.
that's
I know what she means. Like it's hard to understand things and to judge because you don't really know what's, you know. I think it's like a point of view or whatever. We don't know what's behind every, like people's lives and shit. Like sometimes we just see what we see, and like I told you later, like eyes are deceiving. You never know what's in a person's like soul or whatever
Mhm.
inside of a person. Sometimes
Yeah,
we see all these big celebrities that, like Michael Jackson. What the hell? People said, "Oh my God, that
I
he was
know,
doing
right?
painkillers and whatever." You don't know what's in a person's, mind or feeling that leads them to stuff. Like we can't, you know, pretend that they have to be perfect. They're humans, and some of them
Yeah,
do drugs and whatever because nobody knows their pain of other shit of the real life shit that they're
yeah,
dealing with is not the way to do it. But that's how life is. That's what we see in life. Everybody has looks for an escape. Some do
yeah,
it in drugs, some do it in alcohol, some do it in smoking, whatever. We all look for something to give us like a comfort or whatever when we're like depressed or whatever, because it is true. Like a person does it. Some of them eat a lot, some of them drink a lot, some of them smoke a lot. There's something always.
yeah, yeah. I
But
agree.
people, we don't know what's inside of a person, even feeling, even if it's a person that's a celebrity that we think we know their lives because we see them all the time on the news and whatever, and we don't know them. We just
Yeah,
see an image walking around and we go, hey, look at that celebrity, oh my God, and people all around him, get people trying to kiss and hug and whatever the hell. But what's inside that mind and that person, how when they're alone in their world, in their house, how they feel. The only person that knows is them.
yeah.
You
Oh,
know. Oh my
this is
God, I feel like a therapist tonight.
no. It's
This is
true
funny.
though. Like it's so true. Like yeah, like
Yeah, that's how it's hard to
yeah.
judge sometimes. I
I mean, yeah.
feel
I don't even know. I don't even have anything to like. You said it so perfectly. Like yeah,
because it's true.
yeah,
Money kill. Yep, money kill Michael Jackson. A lot of things, because who knows? But who knows what was Michael Jackson's real like world inside of him, like besides the image of the star that we saw. Like I've been seeing Michael Jackson since he was the little, the little Jackson 5 kid. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Like we followed him like for years and whatever, and we've like me that knows like how he was when he was a small boy and whatever, and when he grew up to be a man and whatever. Like you saw the changes. Like I saw a lot of changes in him and whatever. You don't know
mm,
what was inside that man. What was his feeling like? Even though when he used to do an interview, like the way he could express, that he had like he would say things, but he had like a lot kept inside. Even though whatever people say that he was an abuser of children, I don't know what the hell. I can that. For me, the only one that knows that is him and God and whoever. And if it's true, whatever. Like I can't say that he was a molester or whatever. I really, I,
I mean, I
I
think
don't go there. I
I
don't
think
go there because I don't know, because he's a money man. I can't say that he didn't do shit. I don't know, but
yeah,
that people use that shit for money too. Yes, indeed.
yeah, yeah. I mean, like I don't know. Like I mean, I think the victims know.
Well, and
What
and
kind of happened.
victims
I
know,
don't know.
but the
Like I believe that he was, but
yeah,
I don't think that that necessarily negates his talents. I mean, it's two different things. It's like Woody Allen.
yes,
Like I feel
oh
like
yes,
you can still watch a Woody Allen film, and that
mm-hmm,
doesn't necessarily mean that you like condone his other crazy shit. And I feel the same way about Michael Jackson. Like
mm-hmm,
I feel like he probably did abuse those kids, but at the same time, I don't feel that that has anything to do with the fact that he was a genius musically. Like, he made
Hmm.
amazing pop music, and I don't think that the two have anything to do with each other.
No, he was a very like he's a for
Yeah,
me he'll always be like, oh my god, like amazing. But like
yeah,
for me,
yeah. Like,
remember
I
one
don't think
thing.
it has anything. Like, I
No,
just,
nothing to do
yeah.
with
Like,
that.
I don't think, like, yeah. Like, I'm not gonna say that it didn't happen. It's just like, at the
Yeah.
same time, I don't think
But
it's even.
people, but
Yeah,
check this out. People knew that he was a wealthy man and whatever, and people, let their children go there, and they didn't give a fuck either. So let's talk about that. Because let me tell you something. You have to take care of your children, and
yeah,
even though he's Michael Jackson and he could be whatever, like you're gonna let your kid. All right, I'm gonna let him stay because he had that big ass estate where it looked like Disney World or whatever, and
hmm,
just trust and trust and trust. Yeah, some people have to be careful with their children too, because what, you can't be blindsided all the time with your kids, you know.
yeah. Yeah, I mean it's like with Jerry Sandusky and stuff. Like Jerry Sandusky, he would like target kids that didn't have like a father figure kind of stuff. And like, like
Mm-hmm.
single mothers who were looking for someone to fill that role for their son. And I feel like Jackson did the same thing. Again, like I don't think this has anything to do with, I mean, I still love Jackson's music. I will
Yeah.
still listen to his music because he was a fucking musical genius and he wrote some of the best pop music of the
Yes.
20th century, and like I don't give a fuck. I don't think it has anything to do with that other
Yes.
thing. So like that's like I'm still gonna fucking play that music. I don't like
Of
it's
course.
completely like in my mind anyway. It's complete. It has nothing to do
Yes.
with
So
any
what?
of
But
like
it's a
what I
strange.
think, but like I can't deny what
Yeah.
probably happened in my own opinion. I don't
It's
know.
strange
But
because you
that's
know
the way I
what?
look at
We don't know how to judge this shit because you know what? Like
it. Hmm.
he loves kids, whatever. All right, he loves kids, but who
Hmm.
knows? Like some people that I'm not saying that whatever. I'm not saying he
Yeah.
was or was not, but
Yeah.
if he
And
didn't even have his own
like
childhood,
yeah, and no one wants to like that's the thing, like no one even wants to believe that
yeah,
that might have happened. Like and I totally believe I mean I totally agree. Like I get that because it's awful to think about. Like
it is awful.
no, it's awful.
But anyway, there's people. Hello,
Yeah, I
there's
don't know.
people.
Sorry.
He had his he liked to be with a lot of children, right? And whatever.
Yeah.
Okay, I know that. And maybe people say, oh, but he liked to be around a lot of kids. But hey, there's people that there's men that are married that have whatever, and they are pedophiles. And just
Hmm.
because they have a wife in their house
Yeah.
and they have kids, why can't you think that that person is a pedophile?
Yeah.
Like I'm saying, people focus a lot on Michael because he had all these kids around and whatever. And I know that was something that we can think like suspicious or whatever. But there's men that have their own, they have their wives, and they have like a normal life, and we've seen it because we have seen like serial killers or whatever that have raped children, and they
Yeah.
have
Yeah.
like this is something that we don't know. That's why I
Yeah.
say that you never know what you see with your eyes. Your eyes are deceiving.
It's true. Like, yeah, that's the thing. Like, what was it? The Green River Killer, Gary Ridgway. His wife had no idea.
Hmm.
Never would have guessed. Oh, hey, Helen. You just showed up for the light part of the conversation.
Oh God,
Oh God.
Helen. Oh Lord. But it's true. That's why,
Yeah, no.
and when you,
I
that's
mean,
why
like,
I like to see
yeah,
documentaries. Yep.
yeah, no, totally. Like again, Jerry Sandusky. He was like, everyone's grandpa.
I
Like,
agree.
oh,
Well, grown men should not have sleepovers in the same room. Agreed. I
yep.
agree on that. Because hey, that's for me. I don't know. I don't find this so normal because if you have a big ass house, you don't need all those kids in your bedroom.
Yeah, no, like, I
Like,
mean,
hey, you wasn't living in a tent. You was living in a big ass mansion.
oh, are we talking about
That's how.
begrudgingly now? I'm not a girl, not yet. Will I get a copyright for that still? I know that was
Oh my
funny
God!
to
If you
say.
sing,
I don't even know, but like Paul was singing it, so I started singing it. Or he was typing it, so I started singing
oh,
it.
it's funny. I
I'm
was
gonna
reading
stop.
Lori. Lori said, "What is the next week's documentary?" We didn't even talk about it. We talked about it a little bit. The documentary.
Yeah, no, actually, like I don't know, we talked about it more than we did the last
Let's
one.
we should have gotten to that point again because some people came here and probably to talk about that and we just kept on jumping. But I was saying about the documentary that was weird ass
Mhm.
because
I
I was
love Paul.
excuse me for reading your comments, but I was like reading. I was like, yeah, we like I didn't probably some
Yeah.
people wanted us to talk more about that.
Would you guys like to come on and talk about it?
Oh yes, come on, people.
Yeah, come join
I'm just
us.
gonna listen, but it was
Yeah, okay.
interesting.
I'll send you a link, Lori. Let me one second.
It was interesting because hey, I didn't see
Oh,
it when you did it on the Periscope. I watched the replay
okay. Well,
and
before
I
we
was like,
forget about it,
wow. I was like, this crazy. Oh my god! Like I heard
right?
this man and I was amazed with that documentary.
Crazy, right?
Yep, it was crazy because I just I can't deal with all the shit that he did. He painted his hair and whatever. But how did the
Mhm.
dude that he didn't have blue eyes get away with it? He had dark eyes. I didn't even know.
It's so wild. Yeah, okay, let me get this out to you. Okay, so you guys can
They
see.
should have done
Oh, hey, Blue Jay. Or sorry.
hey, they should have done a lie detector to the brother, and they never did it.
Yeah, I think that guy was guilty. I think he did something.
That's
Like
why
I
I
don't
think he
know.
went to the tomb with the secret.
I do too. Oh, hey, Lori. Oh,
He's
Levi,
the only one that couldn't talk.
Levi or Blue, if you guys want to come on, let me know. I'll send you a
Keep
link.
on jumping on. Yes, let's get on.
Yeah, come on. This is like it's a discussion. Like I want you guys to have a voice. Come on. You
Yes,
have
yeah.
yours
I'll take.
voice.
I'll let others talk, and I'll take a break.
No, I love hearing it
Hello.
though. I love hearing
Hello.
it. Yeah, hello.
Oh, now it's good for me. Now I'm gonna take a break. I'm gonna listen to you and Lori. I'll jump in a little bit, but I'll let you all talk now. Cause I've been talking how many hours? Like two.
I love it though. Like it's great.
Yeah. But now Lori could talk with you about the documentary. That was cool because I know she saw it. So
How on
Yeah.
earth did that family not know this Hispanic French man
Mm-hmm.
moving into a blonde, blue-eyed family is not the brother? I'm sorry. I know what came out of my vajayjay. There is no way any girl
Oh,
could come into my house and pretend to be one of my kids.
Helen just
right.
asked me to do the dab for her, so I will. Ready? or
All of a
is
sudden when I came in, Fee, you got low. Is it just
oh
me
Is it
or
sorry.
me?
Oh
no? You're
sorry.
very loud. Fee is low.
Is that
Oh
okay?
my God. Let me.
Is that better? Sorry, I'm trying to like modulate myself while I do this.
Felicia is the microphone. Put it put it close to your mouth again.
God damn it. Let me try.
That mic makes you yeah louder.
Is this better? Or shit. Wait. Sorry. Ah.
For me.
Is that better?
A little bit better.
A little bit.
Hmm.
Okay.
It was
Is
as
that
soon as I
better?
popped in the room.
Is that better? You guys
Yep.
inside tell me if
I
it's
can
better.
hear you.
Okay.
Let me try one thing.
I don't know. Did that work? Okay. I just turned myself up a bit. Does that help? Does this help?
A little bit.
Oh wow. Okay. So
You talk too low, P.
I don't know what's up. I don't know why it's so low.
No, it was
It's
just
your
when I
sweet
popped in
voice.
the room, she was sounding fine before.
Yeah, I know. I don't know what happened. Okay, is this better?
You have, to me, you sound a little bit better, not just about the same, not too bad. But I don't know how you sound out because I now have
It might
YouTube.
be it might be your volume, like on your like speakers
Yeah, I
or
tried
something.
to
I don't
adjust
know.
it because I'm hearing Emrod fine.
Yeah.
I mean, I can hear
Yep. And
you.
I hear her from.
Okay.
Yeah, we hear you, but low.
Oh yeah, no problem, Helen. Oh gee, let me see. Um. Okay, let
Please
me see
stick
if
that
let me
mic up
see.
your mouth.
Yeah, let me see if I can like. I don't fucking know. Oh gee, I don't know what I just did. One sec. Uh, 1 sec. Okay, let me see if I can do this.
It's not that we don't hear you; it's that you're low.
Yeah, it's just I'm low. That's so weird.
Ask your side chat if they say you sound fine. Some of them, I don't know.
Maybe it's.
Paul says get closer to the mic.
I don't know how I could. Is this better? Is
Yeah,
that
I'm
better?
fine. I'm fine.
Okay. Does everyone hear me better now? I think I just fixed it. Maybe. Fingers crossed.
Artemis, I want that recipe.
I don't know how I can get closer.
No,
Budgie's red. Oh my.
Oh my god.
I just spent
Any,
2 days cleaning
any
up.
better?
Yeah, you're okay. I can hear you.
Okay.
Mhm.
I mean, like, is it
Okay,
still
now
super
it's
low
good.
or?
Now it just
Oh.
popped.
Okay. All right. Sweet. Yeah, we got this. We're getting there. Sorry, go on.
I just spent 2 days cleaning up my craft room and like redoing it.
Mhm.
Brought the birds out of the room, cleaned their cage so they're perfect. Brought them back into my craft room. They looked at me and started chucking their bird seed at me.
Oh my god.
Literally, I like before I had bird seed flying at me. So I want that recipe, Artemis. I'm gonna make that.
Oh
She
my
wants to
god.
make budgie bread.
That's hilarious. They're revolting.
They're very revolting.
It's mutiny.
Yeah, they just.
I love budgies. I don't know. I love them.
I do
It was.
too.
They
Like, I
sensed my
really that's
floor was
funny.
clean.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, they're always messy.
I'm
They're
telling
messy
you,
because I used to have some. I used to have some too, and they would do the same thing to me.
Oh my god. Yeah, Helen, they were rioting. Yeah.
yeah, they were pissed off because they were out in my living room for 2 days.
Mm.
Yeah, they missed the spot where they get used to where they are. That's why.
Mm.
Yes.
Wow.
Okay, let's talk about this.
Yes. Isn't
Yeah,
it
the
crazy?
crazy dude.
Totally.
Okay, I don't see how that could have possibly happened. I just can't.
I mean,
Mhm.
like, people want to believe. Like, I mean, yeah, shit. I mean, it's better than the alternative, really. If you think about it, like, I mean, I'm just putting myself in their position, and it's like, well, I mean, I guess eye color can change through time. Like, I don't know, but like,
Eye color does
they
not.
formed a
Okay, first of
union.
all,
It says they
you
formed a
don't
union.
you don't go from brown to blue.
Nope.
You can go from
True.
blue to brown,
Mm-hmm.
but you can't remove the melanin without damaging your eyes. There's no technology now that allows you to just put solution in your eyes and turn blue-eyed.
Yeah.
Hmm.
You can't tell that hair is dyed. Like, and what happened when
Right.
he was
I know,
in?
right?
Okay, he's in this orphanage.
Mm.
They didn't notice that one day he's got brown hair and then the next day he's tattooed and has blonde hair.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Like, I don't care what, like, he speaks between a French and a Spanish accent.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
There had to have been some sort of recognition in the mother. There's no way. You can't, you know what comes out of your body. You have an instinct and a bond with your child.
Well,
They
I
don't
Hmm.
think I don't know. I
change.
mean, see, I think something that the documentary didn't really explore was the idea of like drug use in the family. So like, I don't know. Like, I mean, that adds another variable.
Well, I think the kid was murdered, to be
Yeah, I do
Me
perfectly
too.
too.
honest.
I think the same thing. Hmm.
Yeah, I
They
do
might
too. I
not
think
have.
go for it.
Yeah, go ahead, Felicia.
No, I think I said this earlier, so I didn't want to keep repeating myself. But like the guy who killed himself when they reopened the case, I think he did it. Yeah, the brother. Sorry, go on.
Yeah, no, I agree because he was the one that just said good luck. I think they
Hmm.
saw an out with some person. Why did she feel the need to bring all those pictures with her? Like
So
you
you
bring
Yeah.
think
stacks and we're talking
Mhm.
36 months. 36 months out of your life that you don't see somebody that you grew up with, you gave birth to, that's not really a long time, in the scheme of life, 3 years. I've gone
Mm-hmm.
3 years without, well, no, I've gone 2 years without seeing my brother. Um, and I mean, although we talk and stuff, he's on the other side of the country.
Yeah, no, but
I
that
would
makes
know
sense.
him in a crowd, there's just no way I wouldn't know the essence of my brother.
Mhm.
Right.
Memories, I mean, birthmarks. You tell me that you
Mm-hmm.
don't know your child, every birthmark on your child's body. I know every freckle on my kids' bodies.
Mhm.
Right.
Yeah.
It's you just can't pass. It had to have been, and especially when they were told, and then they made sure he came back. Why would you do that
Mm-hmm.
if you didn't know something was up? The thing
Mm-hmm.
is, I don't think they went into the murder aspect of it enough in that
Right.
documentary.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Me
Like, I
too.
mean, yeah.
It was like they wanted him to be there because probably, they knew that one day probably they were gonna be like suspicious that something happened in the family because it already like 3 years. The kid was 14 and whatever, he never showed up. And one day, they were gonna be curious and they were probably gonna be like, you know, suspicious
Yeah.
with the family. And then probably when this crazy ass popped up, they say, "Oh my god, like this is the one that we need now to say that the kid came back."
Right.
But
And then figured he would disappear again,
Mhm.
yeah,
and they could say he was,
yeah.
because I mean that's where he made his fatal error,
Mhm.
is he
Mm-hmm.
stayed. He should
Yeah.
have come back, said I can't deal with this, and left. He had his ID, he had his social security. He could have
Yeah.
just
Mm-hmm.
been like, I'm out of here. He didn't have to stay with that family.
Artemis says,
Mm-hmm.
"I'm like a bird. I have to be free." Yeah, like I mean, I don't know. Like, but the thing is, like, this is this guy's MO. Like, he dozens of times posed as a minor and went to the authorities and then like was taken in as a missing kid.
Mm-hmm.
Like this was his like pathology or whatever. Like he like for whatever reason he felt like he did this again and again and again and again and again for like dozens of times.
Who lives a kid in an office building overnight?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, this
Well,
was what, 2006, I think it said. What year was
oh
this
no, this
in?
was
Mm-hmm.
in the 90s. This was like in the
Oh, this
like
is pre
yeah, early to mid
pre
90s.
9/11.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm. Yeah, no,
I
this
always
would have
think
been
of the
like
world as pre
96,
and
I
post
think.
9/11.
Me too. Yeah, this is very
Mm-hmm.
much pre 9/11. Yeah.
Yep. And the thing is that the funny thing was that the lady that was the sister, she gave this guy more information. Like this dude didn't know nothing. He just showed up and whatever. The one that gave him all the information was that lady that's supposed to be the sister. That
Yeah.
she kept on showing him pictures. She told
Right.
him like too much info. And then he grabbed that to he used that because yes, he was an imposter before, but he wasn't. He would put fake names, but he wasn't doing like fake real people like identities like he did with this kid that was missing.
But like he actually goes through in the documentary about how he chose this persona and this person particularly, and really it was just chance. Like he was connected to the National Center for like Missing and Exploited Children, or National Agency for Missing and Exploited Children, and he basically
Mm-hmm.
described himself.
Yeah, but he had
uh
brown hair and brown eyes.
I know.
Why would they
I
even
know.
suspect this blonde-haired, blue-eyed kid to be him?
That's why it's like I don't even get it though. Like I don't know why he was like chosen. He chose this persona, this person to pretend to be like.
Because he saw
Oh,
the picture.
Oh,
oh yeah,
maybe
yeah,
Remember?
yeah. He said the picture was in black and white. because it was
Yeah, but
faxed
he
He saw
over.
the
described
picture. Yeah.
himself
Yeah.
to the people at the center.
Hmm.
He said he was a brown-haired.
Oh,
Why would they even send him a picture of a blonde-haired, blue-eyed kid?
AJ just said that she found the imposter on Netflix and she's going to go watch it. So it's on Netflix. Okay, so
Oh.
everyone who yeah, I tried to keep it on Periscope, but they took it down, and now we have to find a new way to share things. So yeah, if you have Netflix, I suggest you go watch it. It's not
Yeah, I
very
rented
long.
it. It's on YouTube for like $2.99.
Oh,
Really?
sweet.
I watched it with you because I wanted to see it a second time,
Mm-hmm.
but I had the night that we had even discussed that this was going to be it. I just went out and rented it. I was like, I want it because the
Yeah.
first one was so good. I was like,
Yeah.
Thank you.
I'm gonna. You have good taste
Sweet.
in documentaries.
Oh, I have. Oh, thank
Hmm.
you. And I have tons of them. Like, I was gonna do like the next one. I'm hoping I can, if I can figure out the logistics of it. Like, I have another like liar thing, but like, I'm gonna zig where you expect me to zag. Like, most people would think I was gonna do like or actually, it would have been the natural choice to do the woman who wasn't there, which is a pretty well known one. But I was actually gonna do, well, like I don't know, like I wanted to be a surprise because again, they all have twists, and hopefully this the third one that we do could end on like a bit of a lighter note. So still sort of in the like sociopathic liar like
Yeah.
genre, but a bit lighter, just a bit lighter. Not so much death. Yeah. Or what's in
I
dark.
like the heavy stuff.
Me too. Me
I
too.
I like
I do
no,
too.
I
Let
like
me
the
tell you.
bizarre.
Let me tell you. I you like okay then like I have a ton that you would like because I'm totally there. Like the woman who wasn't there, that's a
Okay.
good one. That's like a classic like that. I'm so pissed off that Periscope like fucked up my shit because I've lost so many documentaries to share with you guys that you guys would like. Yeah, but I don't know, we'll figure something out. Um
Oh, what they took it down for streaming
yeah,
copyright.
some bullshit like that.
So
I
all you
don't
gotta do
know.
is next time, there's a lot because I'm subscribed to a lot of those documentary channels and stuff. All you gotta do
Oh,
is like find one, and like give it to us like an assignment. Like in this channel they got this, and we watch it, and then we can discuss it if you don't want it.
Yeah, we can. I mean, I just
oh,
went
Yeah,
out, got it. It was paying $2.99. That was like,
right.
yeah, yeah. Sorry, I'm just reading right now. Yeah, Dear Zachary. I know I have to see that one. I still haven't seen. Like it's been on my forever. Like I have to watch ones. But yeah, there's something wrong with Aunt Diane. Yeah, that's a really good one. That's yeah
Oh,
one of my favorites. Yeah, a bunch on Daily Motion. Sweet. Yeah, list them off. Shit. Or like if you want to send me the links and stuff, that would be amazing because
right.
like that would totally be a load off my mind. Um, yeah, what's in the Dark Mirror? Or let's see here, telling my new version of Tales from the Dark. Sweet, nice. That's awesome. Yeah, if you could link me to these, that's awesome. Like, yeah, more hints as to what? Oh, what I was going to do, or the next one. It was going to be Norma or like Norma Puri, I think is her name, and there was like an indie documentary. It actually used to be on YouTube. Um, and yeah, I don't want to give it away because again, she's another like pathological liar, and it was a big deal at the time, and like,
well, you need a day that we're going to like do these.
yeah, I
Hmm.
know,
Like
Yep.
I just like guessed. I didn't get a notification on YouTube or anywhere that you were coming on tonight, so I missed the beginning.
I know. Like,
I mean, I saw it
I figured,
yesterday, so it was
yeah,
on
I
my
figured it
mind
out.
to check. But you
Yeah,
were already an hour into it.
yeah, I don't know
Yeah.
why it did that. Like, I don't know why I didn't tweet out or anything. Yeah, I'm gonna get it together. Like, I'm
You're
thinking
gonna
of,
have to do like a book club. Instead of a book club,
yeah,
we can watch a documentary and then we can discuss it.
Yeah,
Like,
this is way better
exactly,
than a book
yep,
club.
then
exactly,
a book.
exactly.
Exactly.
That's the, yeah, exactly the idea. Yeah,
You take a day of the week or whatever, and like people, like give people like 2 or 3 days so they can see it. If you don't want to have problems with,
yeah,
copyrights, whatever, just check one out and give a link where we can see it, and then we see it, and then we
totally.
come and discuss it.
Yeah, and that's like at this point, it's like it took people like a week to watch the first one, but this one everyone was like up on it pretty much. Like I
Hmm.
know
Mm-hmm.
a few of you guys didn't get to see it, but like yeah, we're figuring
Well,
it
there
out.
were 8 to
But
10
that's the thing,
people in the room
like
watching it with you that day.
yeah,
Uh, I was
the
on
first one,
Periscope TV. Yeah, I did it on.
yeah, yeah, no, but I mean like there were all these other people who like had to get caught up, and
Right.
it took them like 7 days to get there.
Well, once
So
Seven
people
days.
get once people
yeah,
get into like the swing of it, like they know, oh, Monday they have to have it watched because Wednesday there's going to be the
Right.
mhm,
discussion.
I like that. Okay, yeah,
Yes.
yeah, that's a good idea. Totally.
You
Oh,
know,
it's capturing the
and with
frequency.
you
That's a
we'll
good
do
one.
Wednesday or Thursday because we never know.
Yeah, like I'm thinking like yeah, sort of like maybe, but like I don't know. But then like people want to watch movies on the weekend, so it's like
Well, but they can because they can if we
yeah,
announce it like today, like or whatever, like on the
mm-hmm,
day of, well, this is what we like is chosen for next week.
mm-hmm,
There's really 7 days
yeah,
within that time that somebody can go out and watch this
yeah.
video. So they can really watch it on the weekends.
That's a good point. Yeah,
Right.
that's a good point. Mm-hmm.
Just keep on posting it, girl. Leave it on your Twitter, like
I know, right?
you pin it and everybody sees it.
Dirt. Yeah, see, that's a great idea. Why didn't I think of that? Like, oh my god. Okay, yeah, okay. All right. See, well, this
Okay,
is
and
why
I also have
this
more
is
to
why
tell
we're doing
you
this.
about your reading.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got gossip. I'm gonna
What's
tee up
up?
myself. And that was
Love
T, not P.
it. Loves it. Mhm.
Okay, when you did the reading on me, okay, we'll catch everybody up. And what you said. You told me that my daughter was, remember the question I said was my daughter gonna get engaged?
Yeah.
Well, you sort of read my other daughter. Like,
Mm-hmm.
okay, wait a minute, my printer is going off for no reason.
Ooh.
That always creeps me. Like
It's
when you're, like if I get a message or something,
mhm, totally. You do seven hang. That's a yeah, I know, right? I read
what the hell is it doing? Oh, I guess it's on a
Ooh.
cleaning mode. Okay,
Did I
so
do
I
that?
asked you
Oh,
because
oh, thank
it
you.
was their anniversary, my older
Mhm.
ones. It was their anniversary, and I was like, God damn, it's been 2 years with them. Should I get off the pot? But
Mhm.
you were like, you read my youngest daughter.
Yeah.
Now, everything you said to me that night pertained to my younger daughter, except like you were like, well, there are things you don't know. And even though you like the guy, you don't know a lot of things.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Well, I was like, no, they're perfect together. They've been together for 5 years. That'll never happen. Nah, nah, nah. A week later, and I was like, the second I said your reading was bullshit, like the next day, my daughter's like, I'm kicking him out. I'm like, why? You don't even fight. And she said those exact words. There are things you don't know.
Really?
I
Wow.
was like, fuck,
Whoa. That's
fuck.
wild.
That's how it is. Mm.
Mm-hmm.
So it turned out he's a really nice guy and they're really good friends. He was just boring her to death. You know, he's the young kid, sits with the video games.
Oh,
Yeah.
brother, boring. Yeah, the
Yeah.
video dudes that. Oh God! And if she has a personality that she likes to have fun and whatever, and he all he likes to do is that. That
She's
gets them
18.
tired.
She wants to go out. She doesn't want to
Oh,
stay home and
she's
stare at the
young.
back of his head playing because she's not really into video games.
Yeah, no, I remember I mentioned something like they're in different
Yes.
areas in their life and like they're focused on different things.
Yep.
Yeah,
And
that's kind
boom.
of what I was getting at. Like I felt like there was like yeah, like they weren't seeing eye to eye on stuff.
Right. And while they got along in the physical, fine, they didn't even fight. You didn't even hear them arguing with each other. She was growing more and more bored.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
she asked him to move out, which was okay. I understood that. because she's losing her apartment for my father,
Right.
and she didn't want to share a room with him. So she was like, "Get out!" And he didn't even want to like split the room. He was like, "Oh, you can come in. You can like keep your stuff in the closet outside, and you could sleep in the bed." And basically, she was like, excuse me, this is my house. Get out."
Oop.
Right.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
she's dating a new guy, and this is where Winter's reading came in.
Mm-hmm.
So Winter was running those $5 specials, like ask like a $3 card for $5.
Okay.
I was in a goofy mood one night, and I was like, "Yeah," she was around. I was like, "Yeah, I'm going to ask you a question." And I'm like, "Is there anybody else?" And she looks into her little card. She's like, "Well, as a matter of fact, yeah, there is." Now, my daughter was not cheating on her boyfriend. She met this guy after she had thrown Ben out. Ben and her stayed in the same house for like a month and a half, but they were not together as boyfriend and girlfriend.
Mm-hmm.
So she's not making her new relationship so public yet because she doesn't want to hurt his feelings. But
Right.
she's completely moved on.
Wow.
And the first thing Winter said to me is she's having a lot of fun now. And I'm like, she's like, this guy's going to make her laugh. And I'm like, damn, she comes up to me today and it's like, I have a good time and I don't feel any resentment. I was like, oh my God, these tarot cards. I'm going to just like,
See? I mean, like, yeah.
Yep.
Like, it, I don't know how to explain it, but it's true.
but there was no indication. No, you would never have believed. As far as every single person she's been with the first one since she was 13 years old, she's 18. They hardly ever fought. They were just always together.
Yeah.
And I would have never guessed she was bored out of her mind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, like, it was too much of a domestic situation. Like, it was
Well,
too
she's too
much
young to
of
be
the, like,
married,
yeah.
basically.
Yeah. Exactly. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she's not going to make that
They
mistake
just
again.
were like good buddies, they were probably, they just got to be like friends, and there was
That's what
no
she said. She
Yeah.
yeah, there
said,
was
she
no
goes, "Mom, we don't
passion.
even sleep together." I'm like, that's too
Right.
much information. She's like, "Mom,
Well, for
he's like
you,
my best
but
friend."
for
Right.
you, yeah, sure. But, like, when it comes to
Mm-hmm.
relationship, shit.
No, well,
And
it's very important, you
and
know.
thanks for saying I look cute, Paul. I don't feel particularly tired, but I'm sure I look tired. It
You don't look
happens
tired.
it happens on really sunny days. Or new guy's more compatible with her and makes her happy. Yeah, that's the sense I get. Like, he's more exciting. Like, just hearing this, like, but yeah, like, it was almost like it was almost like a foregone conclusion for her, like being with the other guy, and that was a huge turn off. And I mean, I understand. So yeah. Oh, Blue Jay says he has a question for Mama Lori.
Yes, my little Ulta darling. Yes, my pool is clean. Now we can untype his question. How's the pool going?
How is the pool? I'm jealous of that. I would love to have a pool.
Right.
I was a
I
swimmer in
literally
high
never
school.
go in. I went into it like twice this summer already. That was it.
Man, I was a swimmer in high school. Like, I totally envy that. I love swimming.
I
I
can
never liked
imagine
cold
in
water.
Nevada. In Nevada, is the pool? Are the pools hot because the heat is like? How does the water get in the
We
pool over there?
It's a good
the
question.
water is we don't have our heater on. We have a heater on the pool, but we've never bothered to turn it on. I mean, we don't
Yeah, you
swim
wouldn't
in
need
the
to, right? Yeah.
yeah, in the summertime you want to go into water that's cooler than the air,
Yeah, shit.
Right.
you know,
We're all
so
waiting for
it's
Ultra's question.
I know, we're all like holding our
Yeah, we're
breath.
like, what's it gonna be?
He's gonna ask me how much is Puff, how much for the lizard.
Wait, you
Now
have a
he's like,
lizard
damn, and
named
he's
Puff?
untyping his question.
You have a
Like,
lizard
stop it,
named
Mama.
Puff? Wait, but you have a lizard named Puff?
Yeah, we have.
Look at the question. It's funny.
Next week want to join us at MB for a slumber party. Pretty Girls Club.
I love him.
Want to join that envy for some God. Oh Lord, I get pictures in my mind.
No, you don't even have to have them in your mind. They're all over Twitter.
Jesus Christ. Oh God.
I didn't need that shit. I didn't need to see that shit, man.
We don't need that image.
There's just something about calling somebody sis and then showing pictures of you in bed with her. It's just.
I know, right? I thought the same thing.
It's like you are really
weird.
I don't know.
Wait. Who called
She's
who
very
sis?
entertaining.
Who called who sis? What now?
Her caretaker's name is Sis, like sister.
Oh.
Oh, but it's not her
Say it was
sister?
like her
It's not her sister.
right, and now like there's pictures of her in bed with her.
Yep.
No.
Yeah.
This is just no,
What
please.
the fuck? Are you serious?
Serious.
Yeah.
We're serious. I saw them.
It's like I
Never
like
mind. I don't wanna
MB
know.
as like to watch her videos. I think she's entertaining. I know she's cray as all holy heck, but she still makes me laugh. But this sex stuff with her,
Yep.
I don't know. She reminds me of Dr. Ruth.
It's weird. But Dr. Ruth was a doctor, not like.
That's creepy.
Yeah, but I didn't want to see
not
Dr.
like
Ruth in bed either.
Not like an exhibitionist. Oh my god.
Is Dr.
Wait.
Ruth dead? This is like a
Right?
weird question.
Dr. Ruth was the little old lady, right? That she was like
Yeah,
a
sex
talk
therapist.
about a sex there. I remember her. She was like a tiny old lady with glasses.
Yeah.
Yeah, and she always reminded
And
me
I don't know,
of
like
MB.
MB life coach.
Oh God.
Oh my god.
And then what was it with that wig? She has a big ass wig on that picture. Like
Yeah,
her
she's
hair.
been wearing a lot of wigs lately.
You guys gotta send me links because I don't.
Yeah, we'll send you a link. I mean the picture.
I don't think she would ever. I'm not one of her haters. She knows that.
She is the wind to get somewhere in a hurricane on your ass.
If she can't laugh at
Artemis,
what we all went through now, if I can laugh at it, and I do,
right?
I mean,
I don't even.
It was funny.
That's some other.
It was
kind of
funny.
shit. That's some other kind of shit. I don't.
it is. That's.
I don't know. I just am like. I don't know. I just don't know.
You don't know if it's okay to forgive her.
No, I
can't.
wouldn't say it's okay to forgive her, but like, but holy shit.
Yeah, I sometimes don't even know what to think about it. I don't wish anything bad on her. I still occasionally peek at her videos, I admit.
I can't even keep up with like where her channels are. Like, I don't know how you guys keep up with her. Just like they were playing Twister.
Because of curiosity, we're curious.
Well, yeah, I don't know how you keep up with her. Like, maybe I just saw more than I ever wanted to see that one night, and I was just like, done. But I don't know. Send me links anyway because I hate
because you just want to look.
You gotta see those pictures, girl.
It's like a car, like it's like a train wreck. You just gotta look.
Morbid curiosity. Ugh, I hate myself. Oh my god. Artemis says, I think Lori should sell the right of MB's attacks to Skrillex.
Oh my god.
You know what? Because of the fact that I think she is a little bit mentally ill to have pulled that off. I wouldn't put it back on YouTube.
No, you
Just,
should though.
I know a
You
lot for the
should.
views and stuff like that. I don't need the pennies that I would earn for the
Yeah, thanks,
karma that would
Jamie.
come back after me doing
No,
that.
I'm not talking about the car. I'm not talking about like the pennies or the views or anything. I'm saying that like so that people know that that shit happened, because that's crazy.
Yeah, I think by
Like
now,
that is
I
so
think people know.
crazy.
Yep.
No, don't. But like to actually hear it. I'm sorry, but like
Yeah, I know.
just so people see the extent of it. Like that to me, like maybe it's just because I'm like a bleeding heart kind of type. But I would be like, holy shit. Like you guys need to hear this. Like
Well,
that's just I'm
I
not
would,
talking about the pennies you'd make. I'm talking about like holy shit.
you know what? If she tried to do it again and say
She
there was
might.
another community that she
She
tried
might.
to,
You never
I
know.
would show it. And I would be like, listen,
Hmm.
don't get caught up, in what we got caught up on. This is what it is, and make up your own mind.
Right.
It
Can
was
I
a
ask
night, I guess,
like
of
I've
sickening entertainment. I don't know. I don't even know how to
no.
describe that
I mean
night.
Mhm.
everyone
It was
was
a night of compassion. The only thing that she
yeah,
was
no.
taking people, for
People were
whatever, but
freaked.
nobody's fault that they feel compassion for a person
Yeah.
that is saying that is going through that. Because hey,
Yeah, no, it
people
wasn't
have
like no
feelings.
one
What
was
can I say?
laughing.
If you see an older woman talking about a situation like she did or whatever, and you have like these feelings for things, well, you feel compassion. It's not nobody's fault. It happened.
Artemis says I'm calling it summer of 2018. She will have scurvy.
I
Summer.
still think that if we got everybody's permission to post the crazy moments of
Yeah, yeah.
2016.
Well, like the thing
that
is,
would that would be fun.
like Laura, you have most of them. Like
I
you
have a
have
lot, yeah,
most of
but
the
a lot
crazy
of them were
moments
like
happened
bad
on your.
memories for me too.
Well, like shit.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, if you want to like put them on a list, I'll go through them. Shit, I went through them once. I mean, like I'll go through like the shit
it's like
and I'll pick
hundreds
out
of
the moments.
hours. I don't
I
know. I
don't.
don't know if I'd want to even bring back,
The past, right?
like, if people like watched it for like the funny, like the comedy in it, like I would definitely be into posting, you know, the balls are in the picture.
Now that I
Um,
have, that I do have,
yeah, I would never ever
because
copyright you on that
I know
ever,
Tonga. I mean, I wouldn't monetize that because I just think it's like for the greater good of the community. But like, I'm just saying, like, I
That
know,
was epic. The
I know,
balls on the picture are epic.
I
Serious.
know, like, but like, I'm just saying that, like, I don't know, like, I don't know, like, I just feel like something. I gotta ask, like, okay, what did Kipper send to you, like, when you were like, oh my god, I can't believe, like, that night that we all like figured out that it was bullshit. What was he saying to you?
Kipper was in the background saying
Yeah.
that I have like he was sending me she was like blackmailing him.
Blackmail, like,
Yeah, blackmailing him with his job,
Wow.
sending him.
oh
Yeah,
shit.
but that was, I feel even uncomfortable because he was a victim in this,
Yeah.
and that was their relationship, their business, and
Yeah,
I wouldn't put it, but he,
but like he clearly wanted you to know, or he wouldn't
no,
have
it
written
was
it.
me
Yeah.
and several other people.
Yeah, I know. I was live
He was
tweeting that. I
freaking,
remember that. Yeah.
he was basically freaking out that, the porn pictures were going out, and I mean, you can't unsee that. I'm sorry, you just don't
Yeah. I
unsee
know. I know.
those pictures.
I know. Oh my god, what Artemis just said. Oh my god, Lori, you can make the next documentary. We could be talking about this in the screening. Think about it. Exactly. Exactly. We could be at Sundance. Come on.
Yeah,
Come
you know
on.
what? We
I'm
could.
not even
You'd
joking.
have
We
to
could
bring in
seriously, we
so
could
many
go on
people
the
though to
road.
give permission that
Nuh-uh.
I don't think that they would
Nuh-uh.
be, because anybody that puts it up, the first person who gets upset about it is
Yeah.
going to be
Oh,
like,
hey, Kim.
oh, I'm going to turn you into, for bullying. This would have to
Yeah.
They
be a
can't.
collaboration amongst a lot of people who don't want to collaborate with each other.
Nuh-uh. Nuh-uh.
I
Yep, she's right.
I wouldn't
Hey, Kim.
mind it per se,
No,
because
but
we've gone
seriously,
through some
like,
crazy stuff and it was a learning experience like you wouldn't believe.
mhm.
But
Yeah, this is a story. Like, this is what people don't get this. This is a story right here. Like,
it is, but there
people
will
would
be
be like,
people that
"Holy
get
shit!
upset.
How did all this happen?" Like, I'm serious. Like there's some real like potential here. People don't
Yeah,
get it.
but I don't think, like, I know a lot of
Yep.
people will question whether Tanya was harassed, but she wasn't. I know she was.
Artemis says,
And
"Not really. Just tweak the voices." That's what I'm saying. Change the name a little bit. Like, it's right
yeah,
there. It's all right there.
but you know what? It
Felicia,
involves
this is like a one-hit
like
wonder. It's like
kids.
when like the people that have one-hit wonders. Well, whatever happened in the hangout, Lori, it was like a one-hit wonder. Like if you try to do it, like you're saying, I think it's not going to be as well as like Lori is saying the truth. Like people ain't going to engage in it and probably
Yeah,
bring her more.
like to put up that MB thing. I don't
Yep.
know if how Kipper would feel, and he was a victim.
Right.
So I mean, while we could be angry at MB for having done that, why make a victim again or make Kipper feel like he was stupid?
See, I would feel that. I mean, I don't know. The way I see it, it's like I would feel that Kipper would almost be vindicated because, like, I was thinking that he was like an accomplice. To be honest, to be
Um,
completely honest, just the way I think, the
I
way that these things play out, I was thinking that
yeah,
he was an accomplice.
I
And
think he
I
knew
know
more
that.
than he let on. He could have said more, and I think he was put in the middle of actually loving her and being there, but also knowing that, I mean, because he knew for days before she did that last, it was the last hurrah that she did on with Josh, and when she came on and she was like, this is the end and he's leaving, and she was hysterical crying, and this, she already knew she was not committing suicide that night and said nothing to us.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And that in itself, I don't understand why Kipper didn't immediately leave and say, listen, this is the truth. Even if he was caught up in, obviously it was going to come out. The truth, she did not die.
Yeah.
I don't think she looks particularly healthy now, but she also has COPD and
Well,
she's got a
no. I
typical
mean, shit. After you
Yep.
do some crazy shit like this, you're not all there. But I
yeah.
mean, I'm just saying that, like, I don't know. Like, I mean, I'm just saying the way it played out, and as an outsider, like, my whole thing was like, well, how much of a part in this did Kip play? And I know that Corey was like, oh no, Kip's not like the kind of person who would do that. And like, I get that, but at the same time, it's easy to like when someone's your friend in the past, it's easy to let that bias you. And like, so I was thinking,
Right.
like, okay, I don't know. Like, I mean, I hear all this stuff about how like Kipper is not the kind of person who would do that, but this is people who have known, like, this person in the past.
I
So I
couldn't even
mean, it's like
imagine
I have,
MB doing it. Like
yeah.
when people were saying that she's not telling the truth, there were a lot of signs, and I even said to Nick, because we discussed this behind the scenes, because Nick was absolutely, she is lying. And I was like, listen, but in that 5% that if she is telling the truth,
Yeah.
how bad are we going to all feel? And how,
Yeah.
if we come out with that was my big thing. It's like she was using my channel for this crazy plot. And I was going to either look like the biggest fool or the most heartless cunt.
Yeah. Yeah.
One or the other. And
Yeah,
I
no,
would
I
rather
totally
look
get
like a
that.
fool and say it later, okay, I was an idiot, I believed her, than
Yeah.
to look like the cunt who went, "You're a liar," and then she dies.
And then she dies. Yeah,
Right.
exactly. Yeah. No, I totally get that because that's how I felt. Like it was like, well, I don't believe her, but at the same time, if I'm
What if?
wrong, yeah, if I'm wrong, I could be torturing someone who's about to die.
Right.
So, yeah, I totally get that. I think anyone would understand that. And that's why I think it's like it's an interesting story to be told. Bleh. It's an interesting story to be told, like because anyone would understand that. You know, like that's
Yeah.
kind of that goes back to like my whole point. Like from that perspective, it makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah, in a lot of ways, I wish there were other people that would like ultimately, like everybody knows, okay, I'm like the only person that has a copy of this. I wish other people had a copy of it because
Well, if you put it up, then they will.
no, I know
I
that,
mean,
but
she
then I
didn't
go
die, did
into
she?
I'm
Like she
making a
did.
victim out of,
I mean, she didn't
you know,
die. It
no, but
wasn't a real asthma attack.
no, I
It wasn't
understand
a
that, but
real
I'm
like.
still going back and
Yeah.
for what reason to hurt her? Like she's living her life now. We
Right.
all
Right.
got her number. We're never gonna believe her again, obviously.
But here's the thing,
Um,
like it's not even like I don't even see it that way. I'm sorry. I just don't even see it that way. Like as like something to hurt her. I see it as like this crazy shit happened.
no, I know
This
that.
this
And
was
if
something that
she ever
happened.
dared to even hint that she is dying again, that would give me the okay to say hold it. But I'm not fighting with her.
No,
I'm I'm
I
not.
just think that like for a record of the truth. I'm sorry. I don't mean to keep interrupting you. Go on.
No, I get what you say because I've wrestled in my mind with it too. Where does that? Where is the line? Like she's not hurting me now. Like if I caught her, say, all of a sudden everything, like say she was the void person, okay, and it came out that like Monique was able to trace her account back to her time zone and timestamps and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
If we had that, like say with the VoIP caller, and it turned out she was the VoIP caller of everybody, I would have a justification to say, okay, you know what? We're not going to let there be another hurt. Or if she said it out loud again, like, oh, I'm going to do this or I'm dying. And yeah, that would give me a justification, but we all already know. So, I mean, I wish this, like, somebody break into my stupid Lori account and steal it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I mean, I guess I just feel like it doesn't. I don't know. Again, I feel like it doesn't really have to be like in vengeance in a way. Like it can just be
right.
like
That's exactly. Well, I kind of
record.
feeling like it would be vengeance against her when she lost, she lost credibility, she lost face. Everybody under the sun knows what she pulled. I
Well,
don't think she'd
there are
be
people
able
out
to
there who
do it
don't.
again without thousands of, I mean, I had thousands of views on that, especially that night. I mean, literally there was like 5,000 views that first night on,
Mhm.
and that
Mm.
that hangout lasted 12 hours at least. We went through the night into the next day, and it was
Yeah.
rocking the entire time. People
Hmm.
went to bed and woke up to watch it again.
Yeah.
It was that much.
Hmm.
Putting it back out there, I do believe it would be revenge, and I just don't have that anger in me to say like that I want to hurt you now. You do it again,
But
I'll
yeah,
hurt your ass.
yeah. I guess I just don't see it that way. Like,
I
I
know
mean,
you're like a matter of record. You see it as like this is a matter of record and what
I
happened and it was
mean,
the truth.
yeah, and like just that gives in and of itself gives it merit. Like just the fact that like you wouldn't even be saying like oh like I mean like okay it wouldn't even be like like spending 10 hours like talking shit about me or something. Like it would just be something that happened.
Right. No,
That's it.
I
Like, and as
definitely
someone
get
who
like an
has been talked about
historian
for
type
10
of thing.
hours, like, yeah, as in a coercive sort of like, edited whatever the fuck that shit was. I still haven't listened to it. But like I see a difference in showing something that happened and in
Like history,
yeah,
like a history documentary. This is, we can't
this
change what
happened.
happened.
Yeah,
This
this
is
happened. This is what we thought. That's
right.
it. Make your own conclusions. Think what you want. This is what happened. That to me is like way different than putting something out to hurt another person. You know?
Right. No, I understand what you're saying. I just don't think I have it in me at the moment to even want to do that. Like, just because there would be hurt, and there would be, I think she would absolutely be able to get us on copyright, or not
I don't think
copyright, but not, I don't even think it would be bullying. I don't know what it is, but I think she would be able to get me.
I mean, I don't think if it was like educational.
It would have
Be-
to be it. I just, you know what,
yeah. I mean, it would
I
be educational.
I don't think I would be able to do it, or even, it's not even
Right.
where my
I don't
mind
know.
is.
I mean, I don't know. Think it over.
I think
Like,
like doing the funny part. If we all agreed to do
uh,
like the funny clips of 2016, I would totally be down for that.
totally.
yep.
And I mean,
Like a little bit of it. But I understand what Lori is trying to say. Fee is that you're young and you're you we like I think a little bit like Lori. I think we got the same age and we're like thinking about consequences in a different way than you do. But it's true because if you do that, like this crazy lady could start like bullshit again. Just me saying like this, if they
Yeah.
talk about her, because maybe that's what she wants, and let her rest already because you know what, she's jumping around everywhere trying to, I
Yeah, but
think
that's the
get
beauty
new
of it.
friends and shit and whatever. Let them notice that she's a crackhead, like for me, like a crack crazy. That they'll notice it when nobody's gonna be like in danger with her because people are gonna notice like her attitudes already.
I don't know. I mean, I just
This is me just saying because
yeah,
I
me, yeah.
understand because if you start talking about her like doing like Lori doing like showing that again like somebody's gonna be always like the shit stirs or whatever. Somebody's gonna be starting shit and gonna be telling that lady, look what's happening here, and then the shit is gonna be popping up everywhere again. Like the unnecessary with that. She's not a person that like people. I don't know if they like her or not, but she's not a person that like of interest. Like for me, I don't know. This is me in my opinion.
well, also
Yeah.
there's also revenge. I mean,
Yeah,
I
she'll
don't
see it
know
like
what
that too.
she, I'm kind of enjoying the quiet life too.
Right. That's what I
I
think.
don't.
Yeah,
I
sorry.
have my coloring channel, and I color. I don't put anything on this channel. Really, I don't want to attract the drama to myself because I did not
Yeah.
enjoy the last year. It was not, even though there was fun times and I got to know a lot of really good people and evolve as a person, because you always, in every situation, you evolve as a person.
Okay,
Um,
sorry. I'm sorry to interrupt.
Look at Frenchie. She's going like,
Yeah,
I'm
okay.
53. Do it.
Yeah, okay. So
You
Frenchie
read
and
her comment?
Jamie.
Oh my
Frenchie and
god,
Jamie get what
it's
I'm saying
funny.
then. Okay, Frenchie and Jamie get what I'm saying. They
Frenchie's
get
on
it.
your side. I'm not.
Yeah.
It's not that I'm against you, but I'm thinking a little bit like what could be, like looking at it in I'm a viewer, and I'm like thinking about it like it could be, taken by the way, like there's revenge and shit. And then why, like if she said, like Lori said, if she's already calm and she ain't gonna want to start like bullshit and drama again. And this lady, like she likes to be crying her ass out everywhere, making herself like a victim and shit.
I
This is
mean,
me, like the New York girl is popping out again.
yeah.
I just keep
Yeah.
on saying, but that's how I see it. Like, like what for shame, you can't make her so relevant in this shit already again.
I mean,
That's what it's not necessary because she's not like this figure that I'm. Yeah, she did her crazy shit and whatever. Then she bounced when everybody noticed what was happening with her, and then she was like MIA. Nobody knew about her. Now she's bouncing around in other people's hangouts and whatever. And eventually, people are gonna get tired of her ass and probably should be popping up in other places. But it's true that she can think it's like vengeance or that people are talking about her and start a whole crazy shit again.
I mean, like,
When we're here enjoying with you, talking about documentaries, we're having fun.
mhm.
Well,
I
this
mean,
would
but the
make a
thing is,
great
like, I don't.
documentary.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, that's what people are saying. Like, this
Yeah,
could be a documentary.
yeah, but
Okay,
I
like
don't
that's
know what the
like
copyright and the
just like
legalities
that. I
on
am
it
a
would
casting
be.
director, Artemis. Oh my god.
Prepare it, yeah. Fee, you should do it. you, I
I,
think you'll be capable of doing it. You don't give a shit because I know how you are. You're a boss, bitch. I know that.
oh, thank you. I try, but yeah, like I mean, I don't. I mean, maybe it's just me because yeah, I don't see the point in making nice with
Well, I
people.
also there was a lot of people duped that night, and I don't know how they feel.
Well,
Like a
like
lot of people could feel shame from being fooled so badly. I
I
don't want
don't
to
think so.
hurt anybody else.
I mean, the thing is,
Mm-hmm.
it wouldn't be you who hurt them. That's what I'm getting at. It's
Yeah,
not.
that's why I wish somebody else like I would never like everybody knows it would have to be me. Because as far as I know, I had trolls that were offering me all sorts of stuff for the MB video. They were like,
What?
"You give us a copy and we'll give you all this information about anything you want." And I was
Oh,
like,
what? That was
"No.
the info about mid.
No, I don't even remember what it was on."
Oh, I thought
It,
maybe that was my understanding that like they had
no,
information.
nobody. I was never interested in who Mid was. I like the mystique of being Mid, the unknown. I never even questioned that. I forgot what it was. Some sort of information back in the day. The person who was the Purge.
Thank God, Artemis.
That's who it was. Who was Stinky Wrinkle and who was the Purge? And they were going to give me proof of who they were if I gave them the MB video. And I turned it down. I was like, I can't. Even though I wanted to know who those people were, I didn't want to know that badly as to hurt other people. And I don't know where that video would end up. I mean, she's cray cray.
Yeah, it's a
I don't
bit
want somebody to
convoluted.
blackmail her in her real life at some point for her crazy antics on the internet.
I mean, I would question that 3J.
Could you imagine her as a life coach?
Oh God, no way.
Jesus. Well, I'm gonna
My God.
bounce, ladies, because in Puerto Rico it's 3
Oh my God.
a.m. in the morning.
Yeah, yeah.
So I'm gonna
Thank
say
you for coming in.
I'm gonna say good night. I'm gonna
Thank
say
you for
thank you,
coming on.
Fee. I'm gonna say thank you, Lori, and I had a good time. But damn, I have to go to bed.
Thank you so much for coming on, Imrod. Like, thank you so
Like
much.
I think I'm like 3 hours more than all of you. I don't know than you, right?
Yeah, Emma, this is like my first time I'm on a panel with you, and
Yeah, it was
like,
good. We
yeah,
had, right. Yes, of course we can talk. You see how we can do things. You see, it was fun, and I enjoyed it
yeah,
too. And I hope we do it again. But hey, I gotta get my
Yeah.
beauty sleep because tomorrow I'm gonna have these bags thanks to Fee under my eyes.
As usual, right? Back to
Like
normal.
it's been a long time that I didn't have bags under my eyes, Fee.
I love it.
But I appreciate everything. I
Yeah, thank
appreciate
you.
that you had me.
Yeah, thank you for
And
coming
I
on.
was glad to talk a little bit with both of you, and it was fun with the
yeah,
side chat, and I'm glad we can repeat it again.
Totally. Thank you
yep.
so much.
Take
Okay,
care.
so ladies,
Okay.
thank you, and have a great night. Side chat, I love you. I love you all. Have a good night. This old lady has to go to bed because tomorrow she has to wake up fresh and nice.
You too. Love you, Imrod.
Okay, me too. Well, take care, everybody.
Good
Bye.
night.
Bye.
Night.
Night.
All right, Fee, are you ready to call it, or
I feel like that's probably a good idea. I think, yeah, Emrod calling it is like, yeah, I guess we should too. It's probably the smart thing to do. I'm trying to be smarter.
all right? So What are we doing next week? Do we know yet, or are you gonna put it out?
Well, I'm gonna try to figure out like how to actually get it to people. Yeah, and also I have
Well,
to figure
try
out
to
what the
do one that's
name
on
of the
YouTube, and then everybody can just go to it with a
That's a
link.
good idea. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so it will be out in the next 24 hours.
All right.
I will tweet it. I will post it in this description. I will like whatever I need to do to get you guys to know what we're doing next. I will do it.
Sounds good.
Perfect. Okay.
All
Yeah,
right,
okay.
guys.
Well, thank you for being on here, Lori. Thank you.
No, thank
Appreciate
you for
it.
having me,
And
Fee.
yeah,
It's always
thanks for your
fun.
input. Yeah, especially like, yeah, with the documentary. Isn't this working out so well?
I think these are the best hangouts.
Right? Like, I'm glad that we can actually like talk about something. It's awesome. Anyway, like a giveaway? Yes, Artemis. Oh my god. I have let me see. I have this hairband. I can give this away. It has like polka dots. Is that a giveaway? Can I give I don't know. Uh I'll figure something. I should do a giveaway though. I really should. Like you guys deserve it.
Do you have a salt rock in the background?
Oh yeah, I have a salt lamp. Yeah. This guy?
That's a pretty color.
Is
I'm
it?
just looking
Yeah.
at your background.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, it's a Himalayan salt lamp.
Yeah, I
It's
have
not
one too, but mine's more pink than orange. Yours looks more orangey. I like it in orange.
Yeah, I can link you to it. It's on Amazon. But
No, I have one. I love it. In fact, I really should put it in here. Very good vibes on it.
yeah, yeah, it has like the whole negative ion kind of thing. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's awesome, right? Yeah, but I should. Yeah, I can link to this, and it's hot, so I gotta put it down. But
Well,
yeah,
that's where it's supposed to. You heat it up, and that's how the little ions go.
right, right. Oh, thank you guys. Thank you for being here. Thanks, Jamie. Thanks, everyone. And yeah, I'll do more tarot. I know you asked about that earlier, and I
Yeah.
totally
All right,
segued
Fee.
away from it, but thank you. And yes, I in the next 24 hours, I will get the next documentary set up. I will link it here. I will link it on Twitter. It will be everywhere. I promise. Thank you guys for rocking with me. Thank you for being here. I love you all so much. Amazons. Sweet. Awesome. I love it, Kim.
Night night,
Yeah, it was
everyone.
awesome, right? Okay, and thanks again, Lori, and thank you again, Emrod. And thank you guys for just hanging with me. I love you guys. Thank you. Good night. I love you.